You know where you are and you know what that means. It's Thursday. And this cutie pie and I are going to pretend it's Friday and kick it off with you. I was saying that when I was promoting us earlier. I'm like, when you see us, it's a good sign, right? Like, you got one more weekday workday. So welcome in, everybody. It's great to see you. Some of you are at work right now, and, you can tell people whatever you want. Like, yeah, that's just this lady. What would you tell them I am? But you're certainly not watching a fun gem show. So we're really happy to see you. We got Team SG here. We've got Amber. We've got Jazz. We've got Luis on I always say behind the turntables, and then yours truly in front, and Circe's online. We have beautiful things for you today. The charity item tonight and the giveaways are worth the price of attendance. The charity item, a lot of you have seen my Y wand that Shram made that has the kyanite. So we have one for you today that's the charity item, and it's I think the price is a mistake, but it's awesome because somebody's going to get it for less than $250, and it's like $1,000, probably a $1,200 wand. It's sterling silver and all handmade, and it's just craziness. So anyway, we've got a lot of cool things to tell you about. You're in a Zoom training right now.
Congratulations,
JP
Moongazer.
What happened with Moongazer? Where?
Her divorce was final today.
Cheers. It's a weird thing to celebrate. I celebrated, but it was just sort of like, oh, congratulations, though. It's a new life for you today, so we can celebrate that with you. Things we need to tell you about. You're not done with me, actually, after tonight. Tomorrow, please mark your calendars, set an alarm on your iPhone, because I will be with you from 5 to 6 p.m. from my crystal room at home on YouTube, talking about a brand new gem class called Gemology. So we are now certifying gemologists through Sage Goddess, and we also have a teacher training track, a facilitator training, and I haven't done that before, and you've asked for it for years. So this is a free class kind of to give you an overview of what gemology is about, and that'll be tomorrow right here on YouTube. And so you just need to set your alarm and be there, and you can watch the recording afterward if you'd like. If you know you're ready to sign up, sagegoddess.com/gemology. And then Las Reglas for tonight, there's not that many rules, but at the top, above the chat, it needs to say live chat, not top chat. Top chat's going to make it look like you won everything and like you're the only person here. And it's not what we see. So please turn that. Please only bid on things if you're super duper sure, because then we're kind of like ducks here. It looks smooth on the surface, but behind the scenes, it's like trying. You know what I mean? So like, just really be in it to win it. Everything we're going to show you tonight, we're going to talk a lot about, and then we'll tell you the price. Team SG is going to comment with the thing and the price, and all you do is cut that and paste it into a new comment and say sold. Is anybody new? If you've not done this before, it's super easy. You can kind of see what other people do, and then you can dive in. But we're both teachers by training, so you can't ask a dumb question.
Nope. I never think there's a dumb question.
I might say something dumb, but I don't think you will. I might say something inappropriate. In fact, if I don't, why are you here? Do you guys have questions? Did I forget anything?
I don't think so. I think we're good.
Okay.
If not, they weren't important.
This is Robin. This is Robin. She's a geologist, and she's also a 10-year veteran of this great work that we do here, and so we're excited. We're excited to have you guys here. Olivia said, random question, what crystal stone would you guys suggest for someone who's an empath and having a lot of trouble being around other people's emotions? Please stay here tonight. There are like 3 stones in tonight's show alone that are for exactly what you just said. And I'm telling you that because I just went through, both of us, prep a lot for our sessions and think about all the things we want to tell you. Because I consider this, and she does too, a living classroom. You should get a notebook, take some notes. You are in the right place. And yes, there will be Q&A tomorrow. I will stay with you as long as you want. It could get awkward. We could be there all night.
Woo!
Probably not. But I certainly will stay there and answer as many questions as you have. Okay, you ready? Yay! And speaking of ducks, we do have a duck. Quack, quack.
Quack, quack, quack.
We can't show him to you right now because he's preparing for his onstage moment. He's going to be on the big screen. He's nice. And interestingly, this will shock you. He sounds like Oscar when he talks.
Oh, I wonder why. I wonder how that happened.
Because I have one voice. I have my own voice, and it's for everything. Okay. We always start with a what?
We like to give some stuff away.
We do. We enjoy this. We think tonight's is particularly special because a lot of you have loved our magician necklaces, right? You always see me wearing mine. I never take it off. And so we don't manufacture them anymore, but occasionally around this lovely residence, we will find one or two pieces. So we have one prehnite with epidote, which is the stone that heals the healer. In this magician cut in sterling silver. And you can't buy it. We're giving it away.
So all you have to do to try to get this is make a comment, say yes, please, OMG.
Give it to me, baby.
I want it now.
It's kind of fun sometimes, the comments. I don't choose. When she chooses, I know she doesn't choose based on comments. I choose based on intuition. But, I mean, it is fun to you guys make us laugh sometimes. Is it good after surgery? Yes. There are a lot of recovery stones. This one is especially good for people who just feel like you're giving it all to everybody else. And like they say when you're on the airplane, put your mask on first.
Well, I mean, as you've always talked about epidote and how it's always going to work and it's always going to bring something to you.
Yep.
When it's mixed with a stone like prehnite, it's already pre-dedicated to try to bring in that healing energy that you need.
That's right.
So you don't have to you don't have to go with it and be like, oh, I want this, or be very careful. No, it knows that you want healing.
And it knows that you're helping other people heal. And it's kind of like, usually in a Greek kitchen, the chef eats last. Right, everybody else has to have their plates, and they get the best pieces, and then the chef finally sits down. It's kind of like that with energy, right? So, so yes, I know everybody needs this. And while I'm choosing, Circe, if you would please share around to our peeps and let them know that we are alive and kicking, I would really appreciate it. Yeah. You feel it too? All right. Well, there are quite a few of you that we could feel the ping, if you will. But there are some people in this community too who do this for us. And so Lena Lockhart, the healer who heals everybody else.
Yes.
Very excited to send this home to you. It's going to travel a very long distance to reach you, but it's being sent with a lot of love and a lot of gratitude, actually. Not sure one would do it. Well, let's start there and see how you go. I think a lot of people will be very happy too that that's going home. Lena is somebody who takes care of a whole bunch of us. I always say I don't have my mom anymore, but I have a whole bunch of magical, mystical, well, how would I describe you? Golden girls. You are truly a golden girl who sure do look out for me. So thank you for being that for all of us. Great.
Yay!
Yay. Okay. So let's see where we're going next. Next, we're going to the stone for... and this is one of the ones when you were asking sweet Olivia, about stones that would be good for people who are just kind of taking it all on. This is the stone for spiritual fatigue. And I'm going to let Robin do what she does, but this is golden mica in albite. And albite is the stone for those who are spiritually depleted.
Yeah, so we only have 10 of them. Woo! They're
Yeah,
great. We only have 10 of these. They're $74 a piece. They are 6 to 7 inches. But one of the things that I think is really cool is albite is one of those stones that is actually in a lot of your other stones as like that matrix stone that you don't usually talk about. And it's because it is usually grows in smaller groups. You're not going to get the bigger flash like you are in a moonstone or in a labradorite. You're not going to get that. It's usually smaller. So having it where it's so compact and dense is very rare to find. It is also one of those feldspars that is actually an intermediary between two other forms of feldspars. So it holds the energy that bounces back from all of those families. So whenever you find a stone that is like in the middle of that can hold a little this, a little that, and a little this, that for me is a powerhouse stone. Because it can go through its own life, balancing off the energies of the others while holding strong on its own.
I'm going to tell you why I wanted to buy these when we purchased these. So in addition to all of the geology, there's a lot of metaphysics behind this. So the reason I collected albite, and I have 4 pieces in my collection at home, not a lot, because I don't find albite on its own very often, and certainly not with the golden mica. And as we sort of move this, you can see the shimmer in that's all golden mica, right, which is golden lepidolite. And it's got black tourmaline in it too. So in addition to this fatigue issue that we're addressing, it's also protective. So my teacher taught me many years ago, and this is why you're going to want this, especially if you are someone like me who goes beyond the sun and the moon. Her question for us was, the sun is masculine, the moon is feminine. What's the third planet, right? What's the third energy that isn't masculine, isn't feminine? It's like a third force or source of energy. And she said that's what albite is in the mineral kingdom. It's the liminal stone. It's not here and it's not there. It's feldspar, but it's not sunstone and it's not moonstone. It's this third force or this third source. And so she called albite the battery pack of the gem and mineral world. That it basically gives the energy to all of the other stones, and you almost never find it on its own. So she always told us, if you find albite, you've got to get it on its own, because it is a completely different force and source of energy. And it's so powerful, but because it's often with an aquamarine or with another mineral, we attribute its power to that other stone.
Exactly.
And so now you're getting to experience it on its own, and we've never had it for you in a generator this size. So I just thought this was really, really special. Like I said, it isn't just albite for spiritual fatigue. It's golden mica, which is for deep spiritual empowerment, and then black tourmaline for protection.
Exactly. I don't really know any combination that would do anything close to this.
Not this. And so, and you can feel it, right? Like there's a certain transcendence to the energy of this stone. It does feel otherworldly, and you can feel that in-betweenness of it. But it kind of reminds me of, my background is Greek, and in the Greek language, like in the Romance languages, in Spanish, which I used to teach for years, there's masculine and there's feminine. In Greek, there's a neuter, a neutral. There's a third case, and it makes Greek really hard to learn. But it's also one of the cool things about Greek, because Greek acknowledges this limina in the language, this space between. So anyway, congratulations. I think these are spoken for, but if there's one left and you want one, we only had 10. You're going to reduce spiritual fatigue by living in the liminal spaces and drawing energy from the not here, not there, which is kind of cool. And you learn something new. Welcome in. Hi, Ruchi's here. What'd you miss? Albite. and a cool giveaway, but we're not done yet. We've got amazing things for you, so I'm really glad you're here. We're going to move now to one of both of our favorite stones, which is
ocean jasper.
Yep.
But one of the things I like about this grouping of ocean jasper that we have is look at the micro orbs. A lot of times in ocean jasper, you see the larger, bigger orbs. All of these are a whole bunch of micro orbs. You see that? And so basically what happened and why it did this is because as it was forming and being created, it actually formed under a rapid process, a lot faster than most of the other ocean jaspers that you know of were able to. So those aggregates that are in the center that make the orb is what is hardly had a chance to grow. We only have 5 of these that had this micro clusteration.
Yeah.
They're $34. They're 2.5 to 3 inches. And this is the stone for happiness and joy.
It is. It is, and it is one of the newer pieces. It's one of the newer colorations that's come out of Madagascar. I've been tracking it for 15 years that I've been with Sage Goddess because I've watched what comes out of Madagascar every year. And this micro orbicular formation that Robin's talking about is relatively new. So it is kind of cool to get something new. The retail price of these is like $64. So you're getting it at about half the price. This stone, so I don't know about you, but when you go through major life changes and challenges, you lose some of your softness. And one of the reasons, and people ask me all the time here and at Shop LC, like, so who is this for, right? Who needs ocean jasper? This is for the person who may have forgotten how to be soft. Or maybe life was hard and you couldn't be soft, and now you want to get back to, always remember ocean jasper, mined by women near the water in this most sacred holy place. Madagascar is called a mineral super province. It's got more minerals per square kilometer than almost any location on Earth. And so anyway, I'm really excited for you. We only had a few of them, so we won't spend too much time here. These are gone, but I really wanted you to know there is a stone for happiness. And this is it. And you got it. But how, the question is always like, so, but how, right? It's not like you hold it and all of a sudden you're just like, oh, now I'm happy. It does it by softening you, right? By reminding you to get excited about your life, right? And so sometimes, like for me, that happens in nature. For you, it might be time with your grandchildren or whatever it is, but you have to have pathways back. That's a pathway back stone. I saw this, Robin, and I just thought this was the most beautiful thing. I can't believe this is only $399. I mean, like, I don't even want to talk about it. I always tell you, when things are crazy-ass prices, it's like, hey, would you like a foot by 4 inches of pink amethyst for $399?
And I love it because it's polished completely smooth, but it's polished on both sides. So either way you look at it,
I wonder if light will
you'll be able to, or either way you want it, you can.
It might not show
so
through because it's so. I mean, that's the thing. This is such a big ass. She's big, everybody. I don't want to blow it out, but it's too thick for the light to even go through it.
But on the edges, we have full druzy pockets, so you can see all the way deep inside and all of that druze.
Isn't that gorgeous, you guys?
And
this has been here at SG for a minute too, so it's got a lot of energy.
We have used this as an altar plate for a long time on many of our altars.
Yeah.
And so now it's time to go be an altar plate for somebody else.
No, it really is. You will not believe how beautiful this is. And it's perfectly flat. So you can put your, like, we can set it down and kind of show you what you could do with it. I know it's heavy here. Move that out of the way. But you can, like, if you have we have some prosperity tools coming up. We have the Dewy 3 candle. You may just want to put a little extra little zhuzh right here just to make it perfectly flat. But see what a beautiful altar this can be when you put your other tools there. And then you can put another gemstone here, or maybe a wand. Isn't that gorgeous? So somebody needs to grab that. That is the largest piece of pink amethyst in the building. I don't even know how much it weighs, but you can see it's a heavy piece. So I know. Isn't that incredible? Hey, everybody. Thank you so much. It's good to see you, Ashley. I'm glad you're here. I know that happens sometimes, Tammy, with the feed too. And I think we're having some YouTube challenges today, so Rachel's on it. But if the feed seems behind, we'll keep a note of that too. Okay, so now that we've talked to you about some really cool stones, actually, albite, which helps with spiritual burnout, and then we talked to you about the pink amethyst, which brings balance to your heart, which is really important. Oh, congratulations!
Not much congrats!
See, that's what I was saying. Facebook are used to YouTube's being a little funky, but now I'm seeing the comments. So congratulations to you, Heidi. A lot of much got pink amethyst today. Very happy for you. That would look beautiful in that room that I always see during your coaching sessions. I don't think we have a little more amethyst tonight, not a ton, but no more pink. That was the only pink in the house. Okay, so now we're going to talk about tourmaline, and one of the things that we're going to talk about Friday night during the free class I'm teaching about gemology. That looks so good on your hand too, Robin. This is the Love Grid ring. So I designed this ring, I don't know, 6-7 years ago maybe. The concept was, wouldn't it be cool to design a ring in sterling silver that basically made a love grid on your hand, and you put it on your left hand to attract love. And so what stone attracts love the best? I mean, it's tourmaline, right?
Yep.
And then it has a little quartz in the center, so it's got 4 rough tourmalines and then 4 cut and faceted tourmalines in different colors, and then quartz in the middle to attract love to you. I don't know what the original price on this, but it wasn't $39. We have 19 of them. They're fully adjustable in sterling silver. So if you are trying to attract love, this is your new index finger ring on your left hand.
And it is completely adjustable, and I love how it goes into a triangle at the end. So it brings in that elemental magic with it as it's going around your finger. And I am absolutely always been in awe of tourmaline by the fact that just tiny little changes in the trace elements around it is going to completely change it from one color to the other. And tourmaline is one of those stones that basically comes in every single color of the rainbow because it's open so much to being able to take on those trace elements during formation. That's why you have a lot of different tourmalines, like even watermelon tourmalines or cap tourmalines that will change color all on their own.
The legend around tourmaline is that it grows and changes with you, and that's why it grows in so many colors. Tourmaline's not unlike sapphire, right? Sapphire, unless it's red, it's sapphire, and sapphire grows in every color, including pink. And so tourmaline, if you don't have tourmaline yet, this is a great place to start. Again, I think these rings were $99.
They were.
When we had them originally, so we just had the few of them left, and we thought, why not give you something special at a great price? So if you want to attract love, this is your ring. Yeah, so in the middle, it's quartz. So I've taught you about gridding all these years, and again, I'm going to be teaching you about gridding again coming up in the gemology class. You always want to have quartz in the middle of a grid, right? Because quartz is sort of it's the charger, right? It's the battery of the grid, and so it empowers the other stones. And then whatever the other stones are at the 4 corners and then at the cross quarters, that's the energy that you're calling in. So congratulations. Yeah, Maria has this ring and she loves it.
Yeah. Congratulations, guys.
Congratulations, yeah. Okay, so from love grids to the stone that will keep people away from you. It's like you're going to be on one side of that process or the other. You're either calling people to get closer to you or you're telling them to back up. This is one of my favorite things we've ever made for you in Shungite.
I know. I love these. I have a few of these at my house, and I use them for almost everything because of how well it purifies everything around it. And I, I think all of us here, we're very sensitive to energy. And when there's too much, we feel it. And ever since I started adding Shungite all around my house, and I use Shungite to hold my tools, to hold my keys, to hold everything, I've felt a big reduction in that energy that I couldn't process. We have 5 of these. They're only $74. They're 4 inches across. But one of the things that's so cool about Shungite is it is pure carbon. You're not going to find a pure source of carbon anywhere. And they have proven that using Shungite in your carbon filters works way better than charcoal, because Shungite is one of the only known forms of active carbon. It's a form of an alive carbon. So what does that mean? It actually can go out and basically hunt those negative energies to clear and purify it. Whereas not an alive carbon, but more what they call a dead carbon, doesn't. It's very passive. Only if you touch it or go through it will it be able to clean some of it away.
She's right, and there's so much to say whenever I talk about Shungite, and especially if somebody's new to Shungite. These are, everything in the show we discount between 30 and 50%. So these are handmade, pure carbon bowls. This is the perfect dish to use to cleanse and purify your jewelry. You can put water in here. I have a lot of friends who purify their water in Shungite before they make their tea. Mm-hmm. You certainly can drink out of this. We will tell you this, the people who manufacture Shungite for gemstones and jewelry are the same ones who still make water purification systems, and it's actually the Roman civilization and the Greek civilization where those water purification systems with Shungite began. And it's a fascinating story because it's 2 billion years old. I mean, this isn't like, we think of Greece and Rome as being so old. Those civilizations are 2,500, 3,000 years old. Carbon has been on this planet in the form of Shungite from Karelia, Russia since the dinosaurs. Since before the dinosaurs. So congratulations if you're getting one of those. You just found your shot glass. I wish we had those. I don't think we do, but I love the Shungite shot glasses. I thought that was really smart. So enjoy that.
I have a set of them.
Do you? You have a whole set?
I have a set of them.
Yes, girl.
Well, I'm not going to have things out of stone. It's my love language.
It's true. I mean, what a great shot glass, right? But again, you can still put tumbled Shungite your water bottles, and that works too, right? So it's not about how big it is, but it is kind of nice to have the larger bowls. And quite a few of you use those as your smudging bowls. You put your white sage in there, your Palo Santo sticks in there, which it's like a double purification when you do that. So
I actually, with one of mine, I don't take my jewelry off a lot.
Yeah.
But when I do, like if I'm changing it out or something, I always take it, and I have one there that sits in my jewelry box. And as soon as I take anything off, before I put it away, I set it in my bowl, but I also have salt in my bowl.
Well, that's smart.
So I set it in there and I let it sit for like 24 hours before I go to put it away. So it takes the negative energy out of it so it can go back into my case pure.
Yeah. I like that. Okay, so we're talking now about the candles and the candle and the perfume we were talking about earlier. This is a set that I had made for wealth and abundance, and we just had a few of them left. We have 24 of the sets available, and we took, I think, $20 off the price of the set. So it's $34 if you want the candle and the perfume.
And that's the price of just the perfume.
Yeah, so you're getting the candle for free, basically. And what's really cool about this, there's something special about this. We used Kanuka essential oil in this candle and perfume, which we have not used for anything else. And what that does, it's cool that we're talking about this after Shungite. Kanuka purifies the central nervous system. It basically cleans out your central channel, which is really good. It's like an emotional reset. And we put that in here as an abundance ingredient because we thought, wouldn't it be good for clearing out old mindsets, old perspectives, old fears, right? A lot of times our inability to manifest abundance is because we're still stuck in the past and things that people have told us. But there's also sandalwood and gardenia and cedarwood and champaka. It's beautiful. So Dewi Sri, just so you know, she's an Indonesian rice goddess. She's sort of a precursor, if you will, to Lakshmi. And she's associated with rice. And the reason rice is so important, when you go to Southeast Asia and you see them worshiping rice goddesses or fish goddesses, you have to remember how important fish and rice are to Asian economies, right? And so if you had enough rice and if you had enough fish, you were going to have a good harvest.
Like you were that abundant.
You had everything you needed. And so prayers to Dewi Sri would be for that, for rice, for fish, for abundance. So congratulations. Yeah, like I said, only 24 of those sets, and you can smell, it's not a medicinal scent. You can really smell the champaka. We tried to make this sort of flower forward.
It smells so good.
It's beautiful.
It's really good.
And then this would be a beautiful set to keep by your the entryway to your home, right? Because in those traditions, when you see temples to Dewi Sri in Indonesia, for example, or in Bali, you'll see the temples to her set up outside and they're facing the water. So whatever direction water is from you. So for example, here, we would place her in the southeast facing west so that she would pull in the energy and the abundance of the water. So congratulations. I thought this was like the right time for it. I'm so glad we have these rings.
I know. am a huge Septarian fan. It's one of the stones I've always loved. And actually, one of my favorite pieces of Septarian that I own is actually still a piece that you gifted me.
I remember that.
It was a piece of Septarian, and the way the markings on it looked like this gnarly, like, jack-o'-lantern face. Remember it had like the triangles?
Did you used to keep it on your... Yeah, okay, yeah, I know which one you're talking about.
And she just came back from a show, basically when I first started there.
Yeah, I was going to say this was a long time ago.
And she saw it and immediately was like, Robin, where's Robin? I need to give her this stuff.
Because Robin had an altar of all of these stones with faces on them, which we all thought was super cool. And then if any of us saw something that had a face, it had to go to Robin.
Mm-hmm.
So we're gonna keep talking about this. We have 7 of these at $59. Septarian, the name comes from the Latin word septaria, which means crack or cracks. And one of the things I've been sharing recently, because I've been talking about the stone quite a bit, it's one of all of our favorites. This is the stone for the person who's hanging on, right? Like, this is for you when you're in the cracks of life. You know what I mean? Like, and sometimes we are. Sometimes we feel like we kind of got what we can handle. I was talking to my kids this morning about the folks who are on the cruise ship with hantavirus right now, and I'm like, I kind of have what I can handle. I think I'm not gonna be excited to talk about another pandemic. But I actually, like, Septarian crossed my mind. I'm like, this is why we're all like at the cracks, right? We're all hanging on. But what's interesting about Septarian is it strengthens you because it's calcite, aragonite, and quartz. Mm-hmm. And she's showing you party tricks.
It glows underneath a black light so well. Look at that. That is the yellow calcite that is fluorescing and glowing. And every single time you have Septarian, that yellow calcite will just, boom, fluoresce. And that's one of the things that I think is really cool about it. Because so the element that held it together, because basically it was a dendritic limestone that cracked. Mm-hmm. So it's a form of a Brecciated stone. And then that yellow calcite came in, filled in the cracks, and healed it back up. That's right. The stone that is healing it, that's holding it together, fluoresces in the light. So to me, this is always the stone that brings you out of the devastation and into the light with more power to you. That's how I work with it.
Well, and change is always just the process of life reforming you, right? Life restructuring you. So you're always on your way somewhere. It's just sometimes you can't see how it's restructuring you, so you don't know where you're going. So this is the stone that's like, you're in the middle of something right now, but you're going to get to the other side. Calcite is for tenderness. It also helps you appreciate what you have. It brings gratitude and therefore abundance. Aragonite is for organization and restructuring, which is exactly what I just talked about. And then quartz is an amplifier and magnifier of energy. So, yeah.
Congratulations.
I'm really happy for those of you who feel called to this one. We almost never have Septarian rings, and a lot of you have asked, like, could you make a Septarian ring? And it's interesting. It's not a hard stone to work with, but we just don't come across the rings very often.
It's because actually in a smaller formation like this, due to the Brecciated formation, when it gets smaller, a lot of times on the carving process, you can if you hit the calcite, which is a softer stone than your dendritic limestone, it'll break it. So when it's larger, there's more structure behind it to hold it together. When it goes smaller, you have a tendency of a lot of breakage. That's why it's harder to come by in stone, in ring form.
Allison's like, wait, what did she say? The feed just jumped. She was talking about living in the cracks. And I'll just leave it at that. Thank you, Allison Kokovich, for providing entertainment to us this evening. Really appreciate you. We do have Vera Cruz amethyst tonight, and I think we have some citrine. I believe we have Congo, don't we? Something Congo. Okay, so yes, Christina Goltari, you are in the right place, darling.
Where's that hurt? Am I being blind?
The feed might be dragging a little bit for me, and the stats are not accurate. Luis, I don't know if it's. I don't want to refresh without. We can. Thank you for that.
Do you have the heart, Louis?
No, not that hard.
No, it's the dial.
Oh.
It was right here.
Oh. I was gonna say, I thought I saw it. I'm not. I don't feel crazy today. No, because sometimes I'm like, yeah, you're right. I didn't see that when I was looking through everything yesterday, but I did see it.
I've been having a day, so I'm gonna let y'all know that right now. And yeah, that's just it.
You know, that's why we're all here. We get through these days together. This is expansion without disassociation. Like, can you grow and expand and not check out when it gets hard? The answer for most people is no. Most people start to expand, and then as soon as things get hard, they eject, they check out. But this is the stone for someone who is trying to stay with it.
Mm-hmm.
It's trying to wake up.
Yes. So this is Dianite. Dianite is a rare stone that only comes from one area in the world, and that is the Siberian area of Russia. Mm-hmm. It is really hard to mine, really hard to get to, very rarely found. We have about 24 of these. They're only $24 for you tonight. They're 2.5 to 3 inches. And when we were able to get some of these made, we got everything we could. And so far, they have not found any more rough. Yeah,
that's the thing. Like, literally every Tucson, every Denver, I'm always looking for it. Mm-hmm. And I keep being told, like, no, we had some of that a long time ago. And then one of our vendors from Russia was like, wait, you had some of that a long time ago. And I'm like, I know, we're looking for more. But it is, so there's blue opal in Dianite, and there's blue amphibole in Dianite. So this is truly sort of a higher angelic stone. It is super rare. Nothing else in the world has its exact mineralogical profile. So if you are trying to activate your spirit gifts, this is an especially good stone for somebody, and I have a lot of people in my world like this, where they're like, I started to awaken my spiritual gifts a long time ago, and then I got freaked out, and then I stopped. Is this you? And then I tried to go back and like reawaken my gifts, and now I feel like I'm closed off. When anybody asks me that question, it's not infrequent, my answer is always Dianite. Iolite's great too. I mean, there's a couple of others that we can point to as well, which I also think azurite's super good. But I think you start with Dianite, which opens the gateway, and then you go to azurite, which sort of floods the gateway.
Yeah, I can see that. I can definitely see that.
Yeah.
And I think it's so funny that your gateway stone is one of the hardest ones to find.
But that's the fuck show part of it. But that's also why, like, Robin has had a few superhero moments in her decade with SG. This was definitely one of your superhero moments. Like, literally, I was like, no way. Oh my God. Like, this stone had this and the petrified wood with azurite was another, like, you gotta be kidding me. Oh my God. Like, heart pounding. Because before those moments, a heart like this would have been $150, and the petrified wood was in the thousands of dollars. So it was like, oh my God, like, everybody who needs this can finally get it. And if you're missing it, because we only had, I don't know, we have a couple of dozen, I think, Team SG. So if you don't get one for any reason, comment if you're called to it, and we'll fill as many as we can. And then we do have some other forms of Dianite, including in our Blue Moon. In the Blue Moon set. Yeah.
That we have a palm stone in there.
If you did not get your Blue Moon set, we can tell you, maybe seriously, if you wouldn't mind looking it up and just letting us know how many are left of the Blue Moon set. And then is our code still abundance today for 20% off? I don't know if that's still the code. We don't have a ton left of the Blue Moon sets for the next full moon, and I want to make sure that if you want one, that you order soon so that you get it in time, especially if you're international.
We have Magic 20.
Magic 20, and then let me just confirm.
Robin, for the hearts, do we have what we listed on the sheet?
There's a number behind.
Yeah, so that's an accurate number?
That's an accurate number.
Okay, so I will confirm that code. You cannot access what info? We can let you know how many are left, but
I'm
do you
getting
have
it right
access
now.
to the, yeah, okay. We just need to know what the discount code is.
No, but for the blue moon sets, we only have 6 left in stock.
Oh, okay. Yeah, you should probably get one if you want one. We don't have them here. You got to go to stagegoddess.com and seriously we'll get the link for. Or she already did. Thank you.
Yeah, we only got 6 left in stock, and this was after we restocked it because it sold out so fast.
If you use code abundance, you get 20% off, and then you get a free green aventurine palm stone that says abundance on it.
Yay!
Which is really pretty. So you can use either code. It's just the abundance code on the website, only on the website, gets you a free gift. Okay, sorry, but that was an important digression because I thought you'd want to know there's other forms of Dianite. And again, all of them are limited, and we don't have restock capacity. So when we're done with Dianite, we're like done with Dianite.
Yeah, my the friend that I found that had it, he said he's been looking. He's still like, it's not even coming out.
Yeah, we always try. We're always like, hey, so remember? And they're always like, hey, so remember when I told you that there wasn't going to be any more after that? That was true story. We don't have an app anymore. We just have stagegoddess.com. The app sucked. And I killed it. If you liked it, I'm sorry, but it was shitty. I could tell you a much longer story, but who the hell cares? It's gone. It went to heaven, to app heaven. Okay, now we get to talk to you about the last 3 of the mothers and the only one of the levas.
This is the
This
levas.
is still a mother. This is the levas. Just so cool. Did you see this?
Mm-hmm.
Do you see the levers carved into ruby? I mean, let's start here. So Team SG, we're going to go to line 13 first. So you guys, we have this. I don't even know how or why. This is so beautiful. This is solid ruby. It's the levers. It's a sort of a, it's a primitive carving. It's not supposed to be exact. $299.
I love how right here there's a big section of blue sapphire that is just centered right there in the whole mass of ruby.
Oh my god. And it's kind of heart-shaped.
All of these were hand carved, and like taking a long time to do it to get the right thing. And I love how the back is natural. That is the natural formation of the ruby crystal itself. You can see where it's terminating down here and then going wide, and then it would have gone up and terminated the other way to become a full double term. So this here is a natural ruby formation, and I love that it was kept, and then they just carved into it like a relief, but it's also...
Isn't that beautiful, you guys? There was one, Shram's my friend, and we still talk quite often. I just talked to him when I was in Austin last week.
Oh, Lena got it.
Oh, Lena. One of the carvers, Mr. Billiker, I didn't have favorites, but I just kind of he was always, we would do calls and I would have a chance to meet him or talk to him. And he was these are medicine people who were carving these, and they would go into trance meditations and stuff. So congratulations to you,
so that one's gone.
Darling.
This is the next one.
They're all the same price.
But this is goddess number 1.
Robin, she looks ruby to me, but we're calling her sapphire.
Because she's purple.
Oh, okay. She looks red to me.
Well,
it doesn't matter, but I'm just saying it's hard. Yeah, yeah. Okay, because that. So yeah, you look at red. You look at Lena's lovers. Lena's lovers. Man, that sounds like your new OnlyFans channel. Just kidding.
So this one again, same thing. It's the natural formation of that corundum crystal on the back, and then goes into a fully carved mother.
So you have to know, in Indian culture, the word mata means mother, and mothers are very sacred, and not just your biological mother that produced you, but the concept of the mother. So all of the goddesses in the Hindu pantheon are considered mata, right? There's Mata Lakshmi, there's Mata Sarasvati.
This is number 2.
So this one is sapphire. That looks more proper sapphire to me. It's more blue. Still a little bit on the purple side, right?
A little bit on the purple side.
Yeah. So that one is also $299. So Goddess 1.
Goddess 1, Cynthia got.
Okay, congratulations, Cynthia.
Goddess 2, you see that full formation of the crystal there? And that's one of the things this is actually one of my favorite parts, is the fact that you still get to see the full crystal on the back. And then the beautiful carving on the front.
I just think they're really special. So you have to know, I have one of these. And when we had these made, Shram did one for me
And this is number 3.
after I lost my mom. So, and mine's on my altar right now at home. It's one of my prized possessions. So this is number 3 if you would like her. Again, she's more in that red purple. Number 2 is more in that blue. But I mean, it doesn't matter. It's all corundum and it's
all corundum and
Sister Mary got number 2. Congratulations. So number 3 exists, and then she will go to a good home. And I can't tell you. First of all, you wouldn't be able to get a piece of ruby or sapphire for that price anyway. So you're not even paying for the artist's time. But what's really cool is it was important to Shram, and it's important to us that these go to the right places. These are like, don't sell these. Don't like, if you give this away, really be thoughtful about who you give it away to. This is I would say in my collection, which you can imagine is pretty intense, this is still probably top 10 most important things I own in stones. I mean, like, really, like a sapphire mother goddess hand carved by a medicine person in a trance in India. You know what I mean? So there are just moments where I'm just really happy. Like, my heart's happy to know where those are going. So congratulations. This I have outside on my patio. I think it's really pretty. This was one of those things. We had access to some ocean jasper back in the day, and we're like, what could we make that would be really cool? And so in India, we had the plates hand bezeled or beveled. Do you see? So the center was designed specifically to hold our tea light, and then the larger circle was designed specifically to hold the huracan, the hurricane, so that you can have this outside and the wind doesn't blow your candle out.
I love this because not only is the stone beautiful, and again, it's the stone of happiness, but each one of these glass pieces were hand blown. You'll see how they were created and little parts of it, because each one was hand done and hand blown. So you're bringing in the artistry of the glass itself on top of the artistry of the stone. We only have 12 of them. They're $74.
We should send a tea light with it.
Yeah.
Can we do that?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so Timothy will send a tea light with it to kick you off. You don't have to use a tea light, by the way. I mean, you could put like a short taper candle in there would be okay too, but aren't they pretty?
You could do that. Or you can even, if you don't want to burn something, you can get the electric ones.
Yeah.
Like the electric flicker lights. Those look really well in here as well.
That's a good call too if you don't want to burn a candle. But they're just really pretty. And like I said, I like it because I like to have stones and tools outside, but even just the lightest wind will blow a candle out outdoors. So this is like, when I light this at night, and because it's a tea light, I just let it burn, and it burns itself out. But it's just pretty, especially as you spend more time outside during spring and summer. So congratulations. Alma says she's got one and she loves it. Yeah, I think it's beautiful. I mean, there's other things you can do with it too. You don't have to use it exactly like that. But I thought it was a cool idea to bevel into it so that you could do that. And then you could fill it with bubble gum or tumblestones or whatever you want to put in there. You totally can. And this one, by the way, is pretty in the bathroom too. There's enough space out here too where you can still almost make it an altar.
That's what I was saying. It's like, depending on what candle I was burning, I would probably put other stones around it to give it that intention and that feeling that I want to give off with the candle and what the candle is for. So you can change it around to be a little mini altar for whatever intention that you need, and all you're doing with having it be an ocean jasper base is bringing happiness and joy to whatever ritual you're trying to do.
Or to your space. Yeah. So this would be good in the kitchen too. I'm a big believer in burning candles in the kitchen.
Oh yeah.
I spend a lot of time in the kitchen, obviously. It's, no matter, and lately it's mostly cleaning up after other people who are cooking. It's not even my own. I sent an SOS to my kids this morning, and I'm like, I don't know whose this is, but I'm down here trying to clean it. And so anyway, as your kids get older, that's what you get to look forward to. But it's nice to leave a candle burning in the kitchen.
Mm-hmm.
And again, this is safe, right? Like you've got the hurricane, it's a tea light, it's not going to burn all night. It's a little prayer candle for you. Grid adjacent, that is true. And that was, EA, thank you for I love it when you guys give little ideas and suggestions because it inspires everybody. All right, so, gosh, where do you go after all of this?
To a really, really bitchin' ring.
Yeah. I didn't even know that we still had Ammonite rings. This is one of the cooler ones, and it's adjustable. We only have 3 of them. You guys are not going to believe the price on this. This is oxidized sterling silver. Is that badass? It's kind of steampunk in a way.
I love it.
It's super you.
It is. I love it.
Yeah. And with your nails right now, it looks so good. So that's labradorite and ammonite, which both come from Madagascar. These are only $59. Like, you guys are, I was thinking to myself when I was looking at these, like, they're going to think it's going to be $159, and it should be. Do you not love the way they do the metal work coming out of the ammonite to sort of finish the circle?
I wish I had more.
I know.
Look at the flash on that lab.
It's so beautiful, you guys. So just congratulations in advance. You're going to get this ring, and it's going to be even more beautiful in person than you're seeing on the screen and go, holy shit, I can't believe I got that for $59. It's sexy. There are a few stones that have been shown to help with autism. In my personal experience, what moves the needle with autism like nobody's business are sound tools. And I have had so many experiences. When we used to do full moon rituals in person, I had quite a few clients who were like, do you mind if I bring my kids? You know, they're on the spectrum. What if they're disruptive? And I was always like, oh, no, Aunt Athena's got this. And I would put them in the corner with sound tools. And it was like, every time the parents would be like, what just happened to my child over there? And I'm like, your child is experiencing sound healing. So crystals are good. There's amblygonite from Brazil, which there have been some studies. And then there's also hypersthene, hypersthene, which is really good for sort of like quieting the mind. And I'll speak for myself. I'm spectrum adjacent, and I do find that like hypersthene and amblygonite help me just kind of slow the roll, because sometimes my thoughts are ahead of my words. You know what I mean? So anyway, I'm telling you, those sound healing, like, please, if you know someone who's on spectrum and you need help, like, get them a singing bowl. We have some tonight, actually, but you might already have one. Just hook your kids up. It's time. Can a singing bowl be made from labradorite? Holy shit, I don't know. If it can, please give that to me now. Like, please.
Right?
Dear Santa, I've already been good. Just give it to me now. I've never seen a labradorite singing bowl, but that would probably change my life. Okay. Once again, Louise gets touchdown for the camera shot. Is that beautiful?
At that. So these are aura quartz clusters, and what you're seeing there is just one of the colors that it might come in, because it's an intuitively chosen aura color. And we have a few sizes of these for you. These all come out of Brazil. And so we have small that are 2 to 3 inches for just $24. Then we have 4 to 5 inches for $44. 5 to 6 inches for $54. 7 to 8 inches for $74. And then one big one, 8 to 9 inch, for $84. And one of the things that I absolutely love about aura quartz is it's because it takes the beauty of that quartz, keeps the structure, and then adds metal and color therapy to it, because it's molecularly bonded to the stone, so it turns into a stone that is amplifying the energies of all that metal as well. Then here are some of the other colors that you might find. This is called a candy apple. Here is a pink. Here's a nut. This is the big guy that I said. This is the one of one. And then we have these yellow pieces here. And so
These are awesome.
what I wanted to tell you is, so I have done a lot of homework and research to figure out exactly what metals go with each and every color.
Are you guys clear on what you need to say to get what you want? So there's small, medium, large, extra large, and extra, extra large. Okay. And then do they specify a color or no?
No, it's intuitive on color.
Okay, it's intuitive on color. Okay.
It's just the size that they're going to specify.
Okay, got it.
And so just for these, to get like this candy apple color that you're looking for there, you need to do, this is bonded with pure nickel.
Oh, that's cool.
So pure nickel bonding to the quartz is going to give it this candy apple green color. And don't worry, even if you're allergic to nickel, it's not going to give you a problem. I have extreme allergies to nickel, and I can still touch this and not have a problem.
And nickel as a metal, you know, again, she's exactly right. You're not going to have a reaction to it, but nickel as a metal has all kinds of healing properties to it. Mm-hmm. It's one of the reasons we love the moonstone with.
Yep.
Yep.
And then to get this yellow, you actually need to do, it's a mixture of nickel and platinum. Nickel and platinum gets you the yellow.
That's cool.
To get the pink that you're seeing here, it is gold and silver only. Gold and silver gives it the pink color.
And by the way, you're seeing kind of the back of it. I want to show you the front of it. So this is where all of the points converge. Isn't that beautiful? So you've got all these crazy terminations. They use really cool clusters to do these aura specimens, and you can see there's Lemurian lines on some of them too.
Yeah, and then there's, to get this titanium, it's titanium. And look at, on this big one, she was talking about, look at all those little double terms all over them.
Look at that.
Scepters. There's celestial. There's so much
That's
druzy
amazing.
on this side. Look at the micro points all over that.
Isn't that stunning, you guys? Oh.
Right?
Okay, so yeah, so again, the small 2 to 3 inches, 24. The medium 4 to 5 inches, 44. The large 5 to 6 inches, 54. The extra large 7 to 8 inches, 74. And the extra extra large is only one of one, and that is $84. To get a 9-inch titanium aura quartz cluster for $84 is absolutely unheard of.
Look at all these full double terms on this piece, guys. Look at right here.
And it's terminated all over, on the top, underneath. So if you've ever wanted a huge aura cluster, this is all we have. But they're really, really beautiful. And then the way I arrange crystals at home is by chakra. So this is really, really cool. If you get one of the pink or purple, that's going to be your crown or your soul star, and you can sort of organize your other stones, your amethysts and your kyanite, or not your kyanite, your kunzites, for example. And then if you get the golden one, then you can add your citrines and the green one, you can add your aventurines and your emeralds, and you'll be so excited when this arrives. And if you do have a preference, you can put a color down and we'll do our best. But we don't have a lot of these, so it is better to let it be intuitive choice.
Yeah.
Yeah. And they do. A lot of them, you can see the light through it, too.
Oh, easy.
Yeah. Let's go one more time back to that. Isn't that beautiful? So if you have a light stand, I mean, again, you don't need it. It's pretty without it, but it's really cool what happens with all of your crystals when you light them up. The titanium is not going to be as dynamic.
Yeah, but
look at that. Isn't that beautiful? And then again, look at the bottom. I mean, it's all terminated. I don't even know how I would display that piece because the back is gorgeous. It's so sparkly, but then the front is really pretty too. So, congratulations. And that's going for the apple. I don't blame you. I think that green is really gorgeous, and it's super heart chakra, right? So again, when that comes, I would probably say, this is my inspiration to set up a heart chakra altar. Right? It's so fun. Like Jolly Rancher Candy had a baby with quartz. It's really true. That is what it feels like. All right, so glad you guys are here. Can we, do you have access to the music from where you are, Luis? I think we had it on for a little while, but it shut off magically. Thank you for the cherry Coke. It kind of hit the spot.
Right?
I drank the whole fucking thing. Okay, I showed these during my little preview, and I didn't talk to you about it, but I was going to say thank you for putting these in here because I think they are so beautiful. One of the first teachers I studied with when I was in my 20s was obsessed with Paua, with abalone shell. And she said it was the tears of the gods, and it was so powerful for emotional healing. And she made me a medicine bundle, which I still keep on my ayahuasca altar because, again, she was a first teacher, one of my first teachers. And she placed a slice of this on the bundle before she tied it.
Oh, that's cool.
You know, and so it was a really powerful gift for me, and so it totally brought back all these memories of my bundle from her. These are only $19. We only have 11 of them. This is maternal comfort, trauma recovery, water medicine all day long. And especially if you're like me, I don't have a lot of water in my chart. My Mercury's in Cancer and my midheaven's in Cancer, but other than that, I'm kind of dry. So, you know, maybe you're like that and you need more water medicine, or maybe you know someone who's healing, and it's like, what an amazing gift that would be for someone.
I am in love with these. The quality on them is so beautiful, and I love that they kept them thicker, so it's like you can
It's like
really
a palm stone.
Yeah.
But
But I am a full-on mermaid. You'll catch me in the water every single day if I can, and I've always felt called to Paua shells. Always, it's been my favorite. And to the point where I'm even trying to figure out how to keep them in my tank because I want to grow them.
Oh, really? That would be really cool if you could.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Well, in abalone shells, I've learned so much through Sage Goddess, right? Because we've always had shells for you for your white sage, and a lot of our shells come from Baja, from the Mexican, sort of the northern Mexican coast, and like, you know, when they get to be 30, 40, 50, 60 years old, these giant abalone, right? When you find, sometimes when I'm at estate sales, I find these huge old shells, and people don't realize how special they are.
Oh, I know.
Like, whoa, that's like 100-year-old abalone.
Mm-hmm.
So you've got plenty of water. You're triple water. You must be fun to fight with. We were talking about water signs last night, and you guys hold grudges. That's the only thing, you know, like Scorpios and Cancers and Pisces. Like, I'm just saying, in your own special way. Don't forget. Did you hear that from a resident Scorpio?
Scorpio rising over here.
I know, my daughter's Scorpio moon. It's like, oh yeah, and literally it'll be like, so do you remember on March 26, 1999, when you told me? And it's like, no, I absolutely don't, and it's nuts that you do, right? But anyway, that we love you guys for it. You have great memories. Hey, Christiana, she said she's popping out to hang out, see some pretty things. Oh, don't do us wrong. Anyway, yeah, don't start nothing, won't be nothing, right? I know. I'm a fire sign. All we do is start something. I don't even know how to not start something, but I know how to talk about
What
covellite.
if you're like water, but you have fire in your like main big three? Does that like clash?
Then you don't even need anybody to fight with. You can fight with yourself.
That's right.
And you guys both have fire and water. But Sagittarius isn't a normal fire sign. It's the most watery of the fire signs.
Oh,
So
yeah,
it's yeah. If you had
I still
Leo,
find myself, though.
yeah, you know, party games. You can create your own problems and solve them. I'm amazed that we have these. Actually, I did not know that we had. And these are Brecciated covellite, you guys, which is really crazy. This is like, you've heard of covellite, maybe, kind of. We've talked about it a little bit over the years. But the Brecciated covellite has all of these lines in the matrix. We don't have a lot of these. We have 2 of the small at 49, and we have 4 of the medium.
We actually have 6 of the medium. I found 2 more.
Oh, right on. So we have 6 of the medium at 59. But that's it. This is deep soul work, deep shadow work, mining and excavating the different parts of your shadow and your soul for gold.
Mm-hmm.
So it's a big alchemical stone. And if you know what covellite is, you know how rare it is.
So the small's gone.
Okay.
So if you want one, we have we might have some of the larger one left. But yeah, when I found these and I saw that they were brecciated, you almost never find a brecciated covellite.
Oh.
Covellite is one of those stones that is relatively very soft and grows very thin. So normally, if it is going to be brecciated, the covellite will actually break off and go away and not stay, and you'll only get like a chalcopyrite heart. So the fact that these were able to keep the covellite there is a very, very rare occurrence to happen. So like,
It's just cool.
once in a lifetime find, basically, to find natural raw brecciated
Do you,
covellite.
do you see how near her thumb it's forming like a rainbow, and that's the chalcopyrite she was talking about? So yeah, like normally if this kind of separation happens, like she said, you would the chalcopyrite would become like a sheet or a veneer. It wouldn't be attached anymore. So anyway, she and I are geeking out about the all of that. So breccia in Latin, just like septaria means cracks, breccia in Latin is also another word for crack. So when a stone is brecciated, a breccia in a stone formation, Renee, happens during usually tectonic activities. So an earthquake, if there's a mine where there's like 3 different minerals growing together, the earthquake will force the minerals into a sort of a where they almost like slide over each other. And so that creates this kind of brecciated formation. There's brecciated mookaite, there's brecciated jasper, there's brecciated covellite, but usually it's some sort of massive land shift that creates it. Yeah. By the way, the new gemology program is going to cover a lot of this. It's the first time I'm teaching about how the stones form and how that relates to their metaphysical properties. There's a relationship between how and where your stones form and what they're for. That you'll learn, and I think you're excited about. So, and thank you. I'm excited too. A couple of you have commented on my shawl. So have you seen the one I have that's like black lace with roses? So I love Jane Seymour. She's an actress. She was her show was the big one was called like Medicine Woman. What was her show called? She was a doctor. Jane Seymour. You know what I'm talking about?
I know what you're talking about. I can't think of it.
Dr. Queen Medicine Woman,
Yeah.
I want to say.
Yeah.
Anyway, so she now has a website, and she makes shawls, and they're gorgeous. they're very light cashmere. And so these were the 2 I chose that I loved, and I've given them as gifts. So yeah, if you go, I think they're at janeseymour.com. That's all I know. I don't know her, but I love her, and so when I found out she made shawls, I was like, oh, I'm all about it.
Oh, they said that we have 4 of the Dianite hearts left. So if you wanted a Dianite heart, we have 4 left.
Which size?
We only had one size of the Dianite hearts.
Oh, okay, so it's the larger size that's still available. Oh, Dianite, not covellite. Sorry, Dianite. We have Dianite hearts. Yay! Gemology is going to be on YouTube. Yeah, my classes are all on YouTube. I do live streams sometimes on Facebook, but classes like that people pay for, I do it on YouTube. It's more reliable. And then some of the classes for the facilitator training will be on Zoom. So that's what you need to know. Yeah, she was a Bond girl. I know she did a whole bunch of things. So congratulations on all that, and enjoy the shawls. I think her website is cute. She doesn't sell a bunch of stuff, but she does this, and I think they're pretty. We only have 12 of these black tourmaline pendants, and these are the Tibetan tourmaline, which is from the Himalayan ridge. So most black tourmaline comes from Brazil, which is not bad. It's not Tibetan tourmaline. And so these are $49 each.
Each one of them is the full termination on top. So you're going to see the 3 parts, because that's how a tourmaline crystal is going to form. Okay. That was not polished to be that way. This is the actually way how it grew. Sides are still natural, and they just sliced it off the back to be able to make it into these little pendants. We called them, these were your protection shields.
Yeah, it looks like a little shield, right?
Because, it looks like a little shield, and it is going to act as a shield for you. If you're looking for protection and you have this on, you are going to find it. It is going to be there to help protect you.
So black tourmaline protects the nouns, people, places, and things. So it is the most protective mineral on the planet.
Mm-hmm.
And tourmaline grows in every color. We've talked to you about tourmaline. It's one of my top 10 favorite stones of all time. But nothing protects you like black tourmaline. Mm-mm. So if you don't have a piece of black tourmaline, I would love for this to be your first pendant.
And if you don't want to wear it as a pendant, put it on your keychain.
Yeah, I was gonna say, or put a leather cord and hang it in your car, because it's black tourmaline's very good at protecting cars and homes and all the things. So, congratulations if you're getting one of those. Yeah, I've taught a couple of gem classes. I taught Crystal Masters. I taught GemWise. Now I'm teaching gemology. This is probably the last one I will do as a standalone gem class, because it's the only thing I haven't done, which is really go into more of the gemology, and then we're also doing a lot of body work and planetary work. I'm teaching a lot more about gridding and how to work with crystals in spaces than I've done before. So it's going to be really good. Congratulations on the black tourmaline. Now I've got us talking about 90s TV shows, which I think is awesome. The feed always starts to go down these rabbit holes that we take them on, and then gently coming back. I did not get her dusters. I only got, you're on the website, Carissa? I only got the shawls. But I love it because this one in particular I used as a tablecloth once. Things are multi-purpose. But I like these because they're very lightweight. If it's hot, it won't make you too hot, and if it's cold, it will keep you warm. And then it rolls up in a little ball and goes in my purse. So anyway, I know this isn't a shawl class. Thank you, Cynthia. Okay, we're going to talk next about feldspar, and Robin is showing you. We only have 4 of these. Every time you show me that we have any of these hand-painted generators, I'm always like, oh my God, how do we still have more? We had Shiva, Shakti, Sarasvati, and Lakshmi. This is Shiva. Take it away, Robin. This is feldspar, which is for emotional healing, processing, and refinement.
Yeah, so like you said, we only have 4 of them, and they're $39. But this is that green orthoclase feldspar. It is that, most of the time in an orthoclase feldspar, it doesn't come in green. Usually it comes in other colors. Green is actually the rarest color of your orthoclase feldspar. And just like how we were talking about before, how albite is that intermediary, orthoclase is kind of that as well, because it can kind of hover between 2 different other forms of feldspar, not as much as the albite, but but still, it's one of those edgy feldspars.
It is. So if you liked the energy of that liminal stone that we talked about first, that's this, but hand painted. Here's what I'm going to tell you. I don't even want to talk about this anymore. These are 4 to 5 inches, and they are $39, and they're hand painted. The painting alone of Shiva and Shakti and Sarasvati and Lakshmi on these took days. So I can't even believe, $39 shouldn't even get you the stone. If you want one of these, all you have to do is say sold, hand-painted generator, and we will get them for you. I know. And I have a Shiva altar, as you know, and I have a Lakshmi altar, as you know, and Sarasvati and Lakshmi too. I have a Lakshmi altar, and Sarasvati is the goddess who governs music, creativity, beauty. She's like Venus, kind of, in the Greek pantheon. So
yeah, if you joined me on my Rogue show on Tuesday, we learned a lot about Saraswati.
Did you?
Mm-hmm.
That's cool. Robin goes rogue somewhat reliably during the week, and we love her for it. And I will be back in Texas next week, so I will be giving you show times for a couple shows I'll be doing there, so stay tuned. I've got some new stuff to talk to you about.
I try to go rogue at least once a week, but I'm going to go twice a week next week.
Don't tell anybody. You have to be in the insider group. If you don't know what we're talking about and you're not in the insider group, you need to open another tab and go do that, and then seriously we'll get you in there, and then you'll know what we're talking about. I saw that that's you on the DL, Heather Winkler. Okay, yeah, so you can, if there's a particular deity you're looking for, you can let them know. So Cynthia got one, Jen Hightower got one. Congratulations. I see that Heidi got one too. Okay, now we're going to talk to you about green garnet. This is awesome.
These are 6 to 6.5 inches. We only have 9 of them, and they're $34. This is a form of grossular garnet. It's a green grossular garnet, and what's fun about that is the name grossular actually came from the word gooseberry, and it's because of the color of the gooseberries, and that's why it got that name, which I think is so funny. But because I'm like, usually you can see why.
Yeah.
This one, you really don't. You have to like understand a lot behind it. But
I do love gooseberries, though. Do you like gooseberries? Mm-hmm. You have to like gooseberries to be my friend. If you haven't had gooseberries, Trader Joe's has them in spring and summer, and you'll see them. You probably walk by them 100 times. They're in like the little plastic containers, and they're so good with like blue cheese or cheddar cheese. Now I'm hungry. Okay, sorry. Grossular garnet. These are $54, and we have 9. They're 54.
We have 9 of them. We commented 9, but we have 9, but it's $54.
oh,
And we have 9. Okay. Yeah.
We have 9.
Okay. Do we need to redo it? Sorry.
We deleted it.
Okay.
Yeah,
Okay.
we're close.
You have to comment again now.
sorry.
They're 54. Okay, let me come back since I went off on the gooseberry tangent, but it was a good one. Life force wants to move. That's the message of green garnet. That there's some energy in you that wants to move, shift, or be transformed. And green garnet is very powerful for transformations around wealth. Mm-hmm. We just had a green mixed garnet pyramid in our 5-5 kit. So if you liked the energy of that, that's kind of what you're getting here. But again, we only have 9 of them if you would like one. I know. $34 would have been great, but I can't really get you like almost 7 inches of solid garnet for $34. But I can do it for $54. But just make sure you let the team know if you're changing your mind. It was our error, so.
Yeah, sorry about that, guys.
Oh, you're coming in July? We I think we're doing a meetup in Austin in July too, and then I'll be back for anniversary. It would be nice to do something in person for anniversary this year. It's our 15th. Sage got his anniversary on July 25th.
2 days before my birthday.
I know. Isn't that crazy? 15 years, you guys. Kids were babies. I was a baby.
I know.
Fuck. I look at pictures and videos and I'm like, look how young I looked.
I know. I feel like I was a child back then. Like I wasn't even married. And
in some of the early pictures, you do look really like, is she even 21? You really do. I mean, she still looks really young, but there are pictures where it's like, it looks like I grabbed her out of elementary school and brought her to work here. She has such a youthful spirit and energy. Oh, some of you heard 9. Sorry. Melissa's like, what did I miss? I don't know. We've gone some weird places already, but I'm sure we'll go somewhere weird still. So you're not too late. We still have some of the best things of the show are ahead. So you're here right on time. Like this, I'm really excited about this. I mean, you know me and incense, and we're giving you a full package of handmade vetiver incense sticks. These were made for us in India, and they're beautiful. And then you're getting the whole base is black tourmaline, Robin, and then it's rainbow moonstone.
Mm-hmm. So yeah, this is all black
Isn't that
tourmaline down here, so it's completely protective. And the thing I love about the rainbow moonstone is it comes off. It's an actual little sphere that sits in a divot. So depending on how you want to, position it, you can change it around. It'll hold.
These are $34. Unlike the wands, these are $34. So if you'd like one, thank you, Colin. We were just having a whole conversation about my shawl because it's Jane Seymour. Who knew? I've always loved Jane Seymour as an actress, and she makes beautiful shawls on her website. So congratulations, you guys.
I love that it's black tourmaline, and I like that they left it rough. They left it with the natural holes in it from where the tourmaline was forming. Cool. This is protection all the way. And then you have your rainbow moonstone on top of there, and your rainbow moonstone is your stone of the full moon. So you're protecting your way through
your manifestations and your creations and all of that. I think it's really cool, right?
And then I loved it. I've always loved it with the vetiver incense sticks because I just felt like the vetiver matched the energy
I
very
think it
well.
does too. Yeah, if you'd asked me which one I would have liked for this, it would have been vetiver. And vetiver is, I grow vetiver in my garden, but the sad part is in order to harvest it, I'd have to kill the plant, right? What we burn as vetiver is a root. So you actually have to remove the whole plant from the ground, and then you have to re-establish it. So, but there's honestly nothing more beautiful than vetiver root. Super grounding, super stabilizing. It's calming. It's used a lot in men's cologne because it's a very earthy base note. But I have always loved it.
I've always loved vetiver.
So, yeah. Congratulations. Does Moonstone have quartz in it? It does. Not a lot, but it does. Yeah, it is kind of like having, the energy of a sphere, right? Radiating the energy out. I think this would be a perfect tool to use both for the full moon and the new moon, because the tourmaline has kind of new moon energy to it, and then obviously the rainbow moonstone is one of our favorites for the full moon. So congratulations. Yeah, vetiver's gorgeous. Have you smelled the root, just the pure root? I went into a store. I was on vacation once years ago, and I walked in and they had bundles of vetiver. Some local farm was selling it, and I remember I was in line and a woman was saying, who would just buy that bundle of roots or whatever? And I'm like,
I have a whole bundle of vetiver roots.
And so of course I'm like, did you smell it? I'm picking up a bunch of it and showing it to the woman like, it's fucking awesome. It's time to expand, right? Yeah. I don't know if it could root well from a branch, but one time we got a whole shit ton of root, and I don't know if we still have it. Did we ever sell all of that? I mean, we had a big tangled, mangled bunch of vetiver root in the warehouse. I don't even think anybody knew what it was.
I don't know.
I need to find out. I remember thinking, like, what do we do? Do we like cut chunks of it? And I think we put it into incense. But anyway, it's amazing, and you're gonna love it. I thought this pendant was cool. It reminds me of my friend Momo from Mercurius, because that's obviously the Mercury symbol.
We only have 2 of them.
Yeah.
It's the last 2 we have. They're $69. It is sterling silver with blue kyanite and blue sapphire.
So we designed this to be a pendant that you wear when Mercury is active. Like we have a Mercury Kazemi this month, mid-month. A Kazemi is when a planet is very close to the sun, because Kazemi in Arabic means heart of the sun. So like Mercury's active this month. So some people are very sensitive to Mercury. If you're a sign like Virgo that's ruled by Mercury, then you're going to be much more sensitive to its movements. I get very emotional when Mercury's active because my Mercury's in Cancer. So anyway, just wanted to tell you more about the pendant, why it's so special, but I think it's just beautiful. But if Mercury is significant to you, especially if you're a Mercury ruled sign, this would be a great amulet for you.
So that's why my son's going crazy.
Yes, actually it is. And he'll be a little bit crazier mid-month. I mean, we just got through Mercury retrograde, and then you see the Kazemi on the roadmap, right? And it's just like, okay, could we just not for a minute? Can we just not? Right, because it gets you overthinking, it gets you over-talking, over-explaining yourself.
My poor little Virgo of a son who's freaking smarter than anyone I've ever met. It just goes crazy during some of these times because he really feels. He feels that energy, and he feels when things are going on, and sometimes he doesn't even know.
That's right.
And he's like, ah! And I'm like, what's wrong? Why are you doing this? He goes, I don't know.
Because I'm a Virgo.
And I'm just like, my poor baby.
I love Virgos. You know I give them a hard time, but... This heart is on fire. Just didn't really know how to sing it. But it's beautiful. This would be a great nightlight for your bedroom. That you can't see yet, but we're about to show it to you, like, right now. So, this is rose quartz. Isn't this pretty? We have 8 of these lamps at $149. It's like a rose gold base, and it's just a touch to turn it on, touch to turn it off. Sometimes you gotta really rub her the right way, and then you can make her brighter or dimmer, I think, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Isn't that pretty? This would be such a great gift. I know Mother's Day is this Sunday, and it wouldn't get here in time, but somebody in your life needs this. And I will tell you, the quality of the rose quartz, this is Madagascar rose. Oh, that's cool. I didn't know there was a warm setting. Oh.
It has different settings.
Uh-huh.
I didn't know there was a warm set. Now all of us are like, oh. Congratulations. I know, it's a cool one, right? These are 7 inches, and they just use a USB. So it's just super easy.
Mm-hmm.
You know, that's what I like about some of these things, because they're easy to use. A lot of you have USB, situations by your bed for your iPhone anyway. So
Yeah,
that
it's
you
really
just have
cool.
one.
The right here was how I was changing it. I was just tapping it.
It looked like she was doing magics. I watched her do it, and I still wouldn't know how to get to the warm setting, but you can,
I've been playing with my heart a lot.
you can, roll yourself around that and figure it out. Congratulations. I love lamp. I see what you did there, Lady Kira. I need to watch that movie again. Well, that movie is one of those movies where if people haven't seen it, I'm just like, no, before we do anything else, you have to go watch that, right? Like Anchorman, that's a must.
Mm-hmm.
And I've had people go like, oh, Anchorman, I haven't heard of that. What is that? And I'm like, how have any of my inside jokes made sense to you all these years? I mean, you've just been laughing like you got it.
Well, because it's funny. They just don't realize how funny.
It's so funny. If you need a good laugh and you haven't seen it, that's what you should be doing tonight. Okay. Oh my God. Celestial Lemurian citrine with tourmaline and albite. Let's see if everybody was paying attention. What is albite for? I actually really want to know if you guys were paying attention when I was teaching you about albite. Albite is a member of the what family? But it's not moonstone and it's not sunstone. Anyway.
It's not orthoclase.
It's not orthoclase, right? Okay, so this has all of that and more. This is $499, which is a crazy price for a huge celestial Lemurian citrine with all the things. So no, this is not Congo. This is Brazil. If it was Congo, you wouldn't have the albite and the tourmalines, kind of how you know, because I will tell you something. I would guess Congo if I just saw the color, but then I saw the Lemurian lines, and then I see the inclusions and all the things. So all the things liminal stone. Thank you. Lena Lockhart gets an A on this exam. And Kiva also gets an A. It is the 3rd space stone. So congratulations. Okay, who's buying this? Because somebody needs to take it home. Again, this is one like this, when you see big celestial citrines like this, they're worth in the thousands of dollars now because they don't really come out of Brazil. So this is the only one we have. I know.
And look at all those Lemurian lines on it, guys.
So quick on the Lemurian. So it is said that 13 to 15,000 years ago, there was a civilization known as the Lemurians that were an experiment on this planet, that they were seated here. They had high priests and priestesses. Their civilization was destroyed in a big flood that's also mentioned in the Quran and the Bible. Before the flood, because they knew it was coming, they took all their wisdom and then channeled it into horizontal lines, also known as the staircase to heaven. And when you rub those lines in meditation, it said that you can channel and decode the wisdom of the Lemurian civilization.
This one has a full record keeper right there.
Yep, it does.
And having record keepers on the front face of an celestial Lemurian is not usually found. So right there is
It's rad.
Mm-hmm.
Also, and one of the ways, we try to teach you in these sessions too. I know it's sold, but a lot of you are like, so how do you know if you have an celestial piece again? On the other side where Robin was showing you, the kind of stair-step formation that you see is called plating. And it almost looks like dragon scales. That's a telltale sign that you have an celestial piece. And celestial quartz and citrine is always the oldest material that comes out of Brazil. So congratulations. You guys are doing good tonight. You are. What I love about it is, and I appreciate you guys so much, because a lot of you have said, like, hey, it's cool. Like, I come to these sales, and even though I've heard it before, whatever it is you're teaching, every time I hear it, like, I learn it better, right? You start to be able to recall the information on your own. Now, she does have, as a comparison point, she does now have Congo citrine. Do you see the difference? Right, so Congo may have some lines. It doesn't have the repeating patterns. It doesn't have the plating. It's a little darker. The Congo airs more on the smoky side. It's a little deeper. And I actually don't know which is older, Congo or Lemurian celestial citrine from Brazil.
I don't know. I don't know which one's actually older.
I've never asked anybody who would know. But that would be a good question for you and me to ask next
I've
time
never
we're there.
researched it.
Me either.
Okay, I'll research it.
These are very cool. So we have 13 of these. They're 5 inches for $34, which is a rockin' price for citrine from the Democratic Republic of the Congo, which is also the area known as the Katanga River Belt in Africa, where all of the chrysocolla and the malacola and all that stuff comes from. So I know you know how good this is. Just go get it. I'm glad you learned. Yeah, Elena said she could see the record keeper from where she was sitting, so that's just a good one.
Yeah.
Proud of you guys.
Congratulations.
Honestly, that's more and cooler citrine in a 1-2 punch than we've had in a long time. So that was exciting to have those two together. Now we have a mother ducker for you.
A mother duck? I call it Kaya duck.
I like mother ducker. We had a duck at my house for a minute, and it just shit everywhere, and then it found a new home. It did. It went to a preschool.
You went to a preschool and shit in there.
Now it's shitting everywhere at a preschool, but not in my house. Anyway, I don't know why I told you that. This is a gorgeous stone duck that is not going to poop on you, and it has kyanite eyes. It's a fuchsite duck with kyanite eyes. And when he starts to talk, it's really weird because he sounds like someone we've heard before.
Oh, who that could be? I don't
Named
know.
Oscar.
Oh.
And I don't know if we've seen them in the same place at the same time. This guy's huge, by the way. He's 8 inches. We're giving it away. We're only asking $199 for him. He's hand carved and he has a cute butt.
He does. And I'm telling you, if nobody wants him, that's fine. I'm going to buy him and give him to my dad.
Yeah.
Who collects ducks.
I might buy it and give it to my daughter who lost her duck because it pooped too much. She moved on, by the way, very quickly. And yesterday we got a hamster.
Oh my gosh.
Who also poops a lot.
Oh my God.
And those are all of my animal pooping stories that I have for you today.
Nice.
Okay, somebody get the duck. I'm serious. You don't have this. First of all, let's talk about fuchsite, colored by chromium. It's a great stone for multidimensional healing. It helps you to help others through their healing process and your own without abandoning yourself.
Mm-hmm. And then I love that it has the kyanite eyes, which brings balance. And it's just, it's beautiful.
It is beautiful. We honestly will keep it here if nobody wants it. But I just figured, like, honest to God, like, just for the size of it and the beauty of it, I think it's really cute.
I love him. I am a huge, we tease my dad because he literally, if he sees any type of carved duck, he has to have it. And when you're like, well, what is your favorite animal, a duck? He goes, no, I just like carved ducks.
Isn't it cute? And it doesn't poop. When Hammy poops, his little tiny poops, it's not so bad. When this duck was pooping, it was like, so the way I got rid of the duck, because I wanted the duck to leave, but I didn't want to tell Zoe that. I was like, I love that you have a duck. I'm never cleaning up after it. And so the fact that she was like, the next day, she's like, all right, it's got to go. I've learned my lesson. Because normally I just would clean it up. I'd be like, okay. This time I'm like, oh, no. Anyway, congratulations. This went to Heidi. Woo-hoo! He's really excited to see you. He's super cute. I just think he's adorable. And the kyanite, I don't know if I would love it as much without the kyanite eyes. I think the kyanite eyes kind of take it over the edge. So, congratulations. It would be cute in the garden. That's actually a great idea. And this stone would hold up well, Bonnie, in the garden. So, I love that. I could also see it, Heidi, one time, because Heidi and I get a chance to talk every so often, and she was in her husband's study, I think, and I think it would look cool in there too. Oh my Lord. Yeah, listen, my pooped cleaning days are kind of, I think, mostly behind me. I'm not interested. I'm a mother of 2. I've got a dog and a cat, snakes, now a hamster. You know what I mean? A lot of people, things to clean up after. Okay. This was a cool surprise from Jazz. Mm-hmm. Yeah, this was cool.
These are our transformation tea lights. The 4th one sitting over there in that ocean jasper tray.
You will get 4. We took one out to put in the ocean jasper candle holders. So these are $11. We have 30 sets of them. This is the original transformation formula from back when I was in San Francisco, which takes us back 14 years, and I've never changed it because I think there'd be mutiny. Customers love the original formula. So if you love transformation, we have so many testimonials of people who have worked with transformation perfume, and when they're going through change, it's mango, plum, and magnolia. Again, it's the same exact formula we've always used. So congratulations.
I love our transformation perfume, and I'm excited to have them in tea lights. Like, I use tea lights and candles all the time in all of the work I do. I love our tea lights because they last longer than other tea lights. Uh-huh. They smell divine, and but you can use it more than once. I've used our tea lights in at one tea light, not all 4, just one. I've been able to use 3 times. Easy.
I'm glad to hear you say it. It's true. They burn a really long time. Mm-hmm. So when I was telling you, I'll light it and go to sleep, it will burn the whole night. It's not I always say, these are not IKEA tea lights.
Yeah.
These are really long burning. There's a little chipstone inside, and they're made with our original formulas. So enjoy, and congratulations, and thank you, Jazz, for bringing these to us.
It smells so good.
Yeah, that was really cool. Okay.
I love it. Jazz helped with the making the artwork as well.
It's beautiful. Butterflies have always been a centerpiece of transformation, but I think your translation of it was really pretty, Jazz. Yay. I know. She's like, move on.
She's like, She is
amazing.
Lewis helped with the art as well.
It was all her.
I'm over here playing with the moonstone, sunstone, palm stones from yesterday. Did you see those from the video I did? Those are after your discount, because it's 20% off the website right now, they're $12. I'm just going to show you these really quick.
They're amazing.
Insane. Look. Moonstone. And you have to turn it to find it, but there's the little rainbow confetti of sunstone in the same stone.
Mm-hmm. It's a sunstone moonstone hybrid. You can really see it on that one right there.
Crazy.
And because the chips in these are bigger, it is a form of a confetti sunstone, which is a rarer form of sunstone. So not only is it a hybrid stone, but it's a hybrid of a rarer type of sunstone.
I was going to say, and a lot of the confetti on these is pink, which is just, it's mind-blowing. So again, we don't have these for you. It's shitty of me to do this because you have to go to the website to get these, and I don't know how many we have left. But sunstone is my stone. It's a Leo stone, and then I love peach moonstone for desire and creativity and passion. So to have them both in the same palm stone is pretty badass. So anyway, they're pretty. Okay. Now, we have, this is the wand that, if you've seen mine, I have one that Shram made. Mine is the same, I call it the Y wand. it doesn't just send and receive energy. It sends in two directions and receives from one direction. I mean, this is a technology. It's not a wand. And so the retail value of this, get this, you guys, is $1,200. I remember when he designed it. So I'm going with what's on the sheet because it's our charity item. There is an orange garnet on here. It's either orange garnet or orange topaz, imperial topaz cut faceted. That's worth like $400
right
alone.
here.
So
that one is imperial topaz. So right here is imperial topaz. This is clear quartz.
Get your fingers ready because I'm going to tell you something. I'm not telling you the price yet, but it's under $250 and it's the charity item. So get ready.
So this is the charity item. So yeah, we have the quartz. These up here are black sapphires. Then we got red jasper. We have carnelian. And then we got the tangerine quartz points up here. And these are all carnelian here as well. And then we got smoky quartz here in the center.
Sterling silver. Whoever wins this, I'm going to tell you it's $249. Whoever wins it, it's our charity item, and all of that money is going to the charity of your choice. You can comment now. Congratulations. And I'm sorry we don't have more. I know. Again, there was a $1,000 missing in that price. But what's cool is this is such a power wand. I mean, this is all sacral chakra, all creativity, all passion, all manifestation. And so the charity gets your money, but they also get the energy of this wand. This will be your most treasured wand in your collection.
Congratulations.
Crazy. I'm in shock, but I'm also happy because I wanted that to go to a good
I love
home.
it because it fits perfectly right here.
Look, and you got one for each one for each boob.
You know me, I like sticking things in my bra.
It's a boob channeling wand. As Charlene asks, how would you use it? You would use that, Charlene, to activate your boobs. We'll tell you more about that in another show. That's not appropriate for today. In all seriousness, though, because it's more powerful when I work with mine. It doesn't, like I said, double term always sends and receives energy, but this one, because it's sending and receiving in 3 ways, it feels more powerful. So when you activate a grid with it, it's way more intense of an energy flow and it's all quartz. Mine has kyanite, so mine isn't as strong as that one. So anyway, it's a very technical boob device, and you'll need a lot of extensive training to use it appropriately. You could find water with that. Anyway, Blue Moonlight Ray won that, and so you get to decide. You don't have to decide now, but what charity would you like us to send $249 to? That's a nice amount of money for a charity right now. And then you get to enjoy that gorgeous wand and activate your boobs as much as often as you want. I don't know what else to say, but we can talk about the star card in the tarot, which actually came up in my tarot class last night, for those of you who were paying attention, because we were talking about, interestingly enough, we were talking about the Hermit's Lantern. When you look closely at the lantern, there's a star inside. Mm-hmm. We're talking about how that, in the Hermit card, actually refers back to the star card in the tarot, and it's about how in order to make your dreams come true, sometimes you have to venture out on a new path and take risks. Mm-hmm. Okay.
So these are little charms. I love it because it has a little clasp here, so you can put it onto like a key ring. You can wear it as a necklace. It's very versatile. You can add it on and off. These are 925 sterling silver that have been plated with the gold. I only have 9 of these, and they're $19.
I thought this would be fun. Like, a lot of you are taking my tarot class, so a lot of you love the tarot. The star card, I always get excited when the star card comes up, because it means, wishes unfulfilled, right? It's all kinds of unmanifest potential. So I always see it as a really good omen, a good sign, something to be excited about. So congrats! It was fun last night, wasn't it? I love it when you see the hidden symbols of some of the earlier arcana and some of the later arcana, and how they communicate with each other. So congratulations.
So if you missed out on this one, we have another type. It's another thing with the same type of clip. So it's starting out with the same clip, same idea, 925 sterling silver, but this one has the full runes going, Nordic runes going all the way around there from the Elder Fuhark, and then it's got the Tree of Life in the center. So this one's also $19.
And so if you know a lot about the Norse tradition, the runic system is a system of divination. It is said that Odin, who's the father god in the Norse tradition, hung from that tree from Yggdrasil, and after 9 days channeled the runic symbols, and so now it remains the most important form of divination from that civilization.
It is, and also the other lore about it is because he hung from that tree, and he meant to give up his life for everyone else. That's what it was for, and they decided that no, instead of taking his life, instead they wanted to infuse him with the knowledge of the world. So that's where the runes came in, and he was able to come back down from the tree. And so now when you have this on you, this is one of the Nordic symbols of protection. The tree of Yggdrasil will protect you with the life of Odin that Odin tried to give for you. Plus, when you have all the runes around you, it's known to not have anything negative come back at you.
Yeah, they are. They're very protective. So congratulations.
Those are our two little charms that we had for you.
It was cool. It kind of spans two different traditions and two different divination methods, and I like that. Yay! We haven't talked about runes in a long time, but a lot of you throw runes and cast runes and stuff. That's a really powerful, or just even drawing them on your...
Daily routine for me is to throw the runes every morning.
Yeah.
I have to get my runic reading every morning.
Yeah.
It's always been something very, very important to me.
It's really cool.
And like ingrained into me. And it gives me like my idea for the day.
Yeah, your focus. I like that a lot. Okay, so now we're going to talk about one of my favorite things of the show. I could not believe the prices on this. I'm glad you like those, by the way. This is Angel Aura Black Moonstone in these pillars, and they range in size from 3 inches to 6 inches. The highest price of the 6 inch is $44, you guys. Wait till you see. So it's a great shot from Luis in the light box. He's got the, I believe that's the large.
The small.
Oh, it's a small. Okay, so then we're going to show you.
So yeah, that's the small at 24. Then we have a medium at 34 and a large at 44. And to show you some of the sizing.
Aren't these gorgeous, you guys? Talk about garden stone.
Mm-hmm. I love it because usually on a dark stone, they always want to aura treat it with the titanium aura. I love the fact that they put an angel aura on this. That is that lighter color aura that you see, but it's bouncing off and letting light go through.
So this is the small, and this is the medium, and this is the large. So this is 24. Isn't that gorgeous? And again, we'll play with it and show you the light, the flash across the surface. So 24, 34, 44. Black moonstone, peach moonstone we think of as divine feminine. We think of it as full moon. Black moonstone is an alternative new moonstone to labradorite. There's that light play across the surface. Oh my God, you guys.
And that is why I am happy they did the angel aura. On a titanium aura, it's going to be too dark and your moonstone refraction's not going to happen. The fact that they did the angel aura made it so it's still open and you can get that refraction off of your feldspar.
We have 19 of the small, 12 of the medium, 6 of the large, and that's it. And honestly, don't let this pass you by. This is one of the most beautiful things in the sale, so that's why I was like, oh my God, one of my favorites. It almost has that confetti sparkle of the sunstone. Remember I was showing you that in those peach moonstone palm stones? So you kind of know what to look for, but again, I mean, this is just like really Madagascar all day long, by the way, so that these stones had to be mined in Madagascar, then make the travel to where they were aura treated, and then come to us. So these stones have made quite a journey to get to you, but the result is breathtaking. And they're all like that. You just got to sit and play with yours. But I have one of these. It's not a pillar, it's a generator, and I have it in my garden, and I love it. So it holds up, and it's been out there forever, and it's still just as beautiful. So aura holds up well to the sun. Moonstone holds up well to the sun. Congratulations. And the price on these is insane. Like, I mean, nobody would believe that you're getting that big one for $44 is nuts. But you are. Yay. You saw a star in that one? Well, and so just to remind, and is anybody new? Like, this is your first gem show? We're being relatively well behaved tonight, so that's good. It's always, you know, when we're super weird and it's new people, it's hard to explain. We're somewhat feral.
I am.
We're still trying to be, what's the word?
Demure?
Oh, I don't think I'll ever be demure. I almost said civilized. The word is not civilized. House trained. I'm trying to be house trained. I'm trying.
So you're like the duck?
No, I don't poop everywhere.
Do you have the Ganesha?
I don't know where to go from there. Tame. Yeah, I'm trying. Some people have tried to tame me. It has been unsuccessful for them. He's got something stuck to his head.
He does.
Oh, he does.
I'm not that person where I could just pretend I don't see it. Like, I'm just, once I see something, I'm just like, oh my God, that's all I can see. Okay, he's back. He's back. With nothing stuck to his head. This is Ganesha.
We only have 2 of them.
Yeah, you guys, these are 3-inch hand-carved quartz Ganeshas for removing all obstacles for $149. The retail price is double that, close to $300.
Mm-hmm.
If you don't have a gemstone carved Ganesha, this is one of the last ones we have, and this needs to be near the entrance of your house, and you need to point it in toward your home. Isn't that cool? And this is the ultimate housewarming gift, or if you're moving to a new place. When we moved to this building, I always tell you the story. The Ganesha was the first thing to enter the space. Even before our team, I was very particular about it because the idea is when Ganesha goes first, then any obstacles that you'll face in the new space are overcome.
Congratulations.
Mm-hmm. It's a really good one. Put him on a light stand.
I can show that.
Yeah, let's show you what that looks like. Let's light him up. You could get a littler light stand. You know, this is kind of our big industrial one to show you larger stones, but you could get a littler, like little round one on Amazon, and right? Love that so much. So congratulations. La la la. Yes, we did do the charity item. We did. Very excited about that. That was one of the, we've done some cool things this show. You guys are getting some good stuff today. We're going to talk to you about some little babies, little bitties. We've talked a lot about kyanite because it's kind of been the stone medicine of the moment, right? Kyanite is the only stone that instantly balances and aligns your chakras. These are gorgeous. African kyanite. And these are cabochons. We have 45 of these for $14 each. You can carry this in your pocket, which is my favorite way to do it. You can attach it to a perfume bottle. You can add it to wands. We're going to be making talking pieces in Living University next month, so you might want to save it and hold on to it for that. But yeah, these are beautiful.
I love it, and I love like this one here that has that full stripe down the center. Is really nice. Look at that. All of them have that beautiful shine.
They do.
And I love that because kyanite is actually a stone that has 2 separate hardnesses depending on which way that it is. If you go along the long way of the kyanite blade, it's going to have one hardness. If you go across the short way, it's going to have a completely different hardness. And it's showing, to me, that always tells me and it shows me that when you are in alignment, it's like you can be strong but soft at the same time. And that is one of the things that people have a hard time knowing. Sometimes you're very, very strong and it's hard for you to have your softer side. Other people are very soft and very like back, and they have a hard time, you know, being strong and fierce. Kyanite for me, because of that 2 hardnesses, really trains you how to line up yourself so you can come into your power strong but keep your softer side.
It's a beautiful description. It's very true. So congratulations. Yeah, and you can get 2 of these if you want. You can get 3 of these if you want. See, you go potty, you miss the Ganesha. Anyway, congratulations. Those are just, there's always a way to work with cabochons. But the best way is that it's easy to keep in your purse. And I like to keep pocket stones. I end up oftentimes gifting them to people. Doesn't that happen to you where you're somewhere and you strike up a conversation that's like, I think I have a stone for you?
I keep a collection of stones in the trunk of my car that are simply ones that I know are meant to go to other people.
Yeah.
Don't know who they're meant to go to, but I keep them there because I usually go places in my car, so that way I have it for you when the time is right.
Yeah. And then there's those times where I really wish I did have something and I don't, right? So you do learn to keep I have a friend who keeps an Altoid tin in her glove box with just small stones.
Oh, that's a good idea.
Just little things, and when you're in the moment, right? Yeah, so congratulations. I think, talk about another killer. I will say, though, that's not sitting on the stand the way... We'll fix it when we get it over here, but right now this is a great way just for you to see the stone. This is a gorgeous amethyst stalactite from Uruguay, and it is breathtaking. It's like an amethyst sandwich.
So this is a 1 of 1. What you see is what you get, and this is $349. As you can see, as it's coming around right there, you can see that stalactite formation. There's actually a few stalactites that you're seeing there, and you can see where that center tube was that got filled for the amethyst to start growing around it. And that's what's really cool. This is 100% source energy. This is going to bring you like softness and purification. And it's just amethyst has to be one of my all-time favorite stones of all time. As you look there, how many pieces of solar quartz do you think you could get off of that if you sliced it? Probably over 100. That's what's completely awesome about that for me. But I would not slice this one. I really wouldn't. I would keep it as it is. If you want to bring it over here, I can show it. Thank you. Thank you. I'm going to get it onto this stand right here. Show you how it fits. So this, look at that. So each here, this is one stalactite going down this way. Here is the core of another stalactite that was growing through, and here is a core of another stalactite. Then we got another one there, another one there. So this is a whole bunch of stalactites because this was a big cavity, a big round cavity like this, and then stuff started pouring through from the groundwater, and it blocked off some of these tubes and these holes that you're seeing here. So in here, you're going to have that limestone from where it was starting to grow. So if it didn't start crystallizing over this, you would have just had limestone stalactites in it. But because it got blocked, it built it up, it started getting that gel silica all around there, built the chalcedony layers out, and from there, after the chalcedony layers came out, all of a sudden a whole bunch of the amethyst was able to start growing. You can see it started out as quartz, and it wasn't until the very end did it turn into that amethyst right there in the center. Congratulations on this. I remember I bought a amethyst stalactite that was similar to this one for a friend of mine one time, and wholesale I spent more than this, and this one I think is even more beautiful than the one I got my friend. So congratulations on that one. Ooh, Cynthia got it. Woohoo! Congratulations, Cynthia. Alrighty. Cynthia got it.
What does Cynthia get?
The amethyst.
Oh, right on. It's such a pretty piece. And a piece like that's really cool because there's so many different ways to use it. Mm-hmm. You know? It has, it's almost has a bowl-like kind of, you know, surface to it. So you could display your jewelry on it. I'm really glad you got that piece. So congratulations. Now we're going to talk about skincare. And I taught a class on gua sha a few years ago. I'm going to teach it again because I'm going to start talking more about skincare. I make the best skincare.
Yes.
I do. And they're all, I stand by all the products and I use them together. And gua sha is a tool I use every single day. And it makes such a difference in your face. Once you start working with gua sha tools, you cannot go back to it. But what drives me crazy is that I see people using them. It's like, learn to use them well, right?
Yeah.
Like it's worth it to learn how to use them because these tools are basically meant to smooth the skin. I call it waking up my face. And if you remember, when I taught the class, I came live on the camera. I had no makeup on. I only did the gua sha on one side of my face. And you could visibly see the difference. People were shocked. They were like, wait, how many of these can I buy? Because when you're done, after you do your face, and it only takes like 2 minutes to do it, I can do it really quick and show you when we get on the main camera. It won't be as dramatic now because I have makeup on and stuff like that, and I'm not using all the serums and everything with it. But what you do, once you put your serum on your face...
Just really quick, we only have 12
Okay.
of them, and they're $24.
Are they
These
getting the
are
duo,
fluorite.
or they're just getting
It's
one?
just the one.
Okay, so this is all you need. This is both a face and a body tool. So up the backs of your legs, like imagine that this is your leg, up the back of your leg. Again, what it does is it smooths the skin. So over time, it reduces the appearance of cellulite. So what you do on your face is you hold your skin taut like this, like hold it here, and then bring it up. And I've got makeup on, and I'm not trying to take all my makeup off, but that's how you do it. And then when you have the edges like this is the sculpting of the chin. You know how you start to get this, like, we don't want that. We don't want this, like, stuff. So we tighten the skin every day by chiseling and pulling along, and it makes such a big difference. Your face is a muscle. And then what people really couldn't believe is when I started to go up here and, like, hold the eyebrow and hold the forehead and pull up like this. When you do this in the morning, again, before you put your makeup on and everything, you can visibly see one eye is higher than the other when you're done. And it's like, whoa. And if you have these deep lines here, which mine are genetic, it's just every day. It's an exercise to pull here, right? And then smooth the skin. But you got to do it every day, and you got to be diligent about it. It also improves circulation, but I do it everywhere. I do it up over my stomach. If you've got a scar, every day over the scar starts to heal the appearance. So anyway, you need to have this in your life, but I saw somebody I know who's in social media the other day using one, and it was kind of like, I don't know what she was doing with it, but I was just like, you know what I mean? Like, there's a way to do it, and I will show you more how to do it with a tutorial, but in the meantime, you will have gotten one, and we had terahertz for a little while. I think those are gone. We have bloodstone. I think those are gone, so I think the fluorite is where we are now. I'm going to fix your face. I don't have good genetics for skin. So the fact that my face is in shape is good skincare and daily facial exercises, which I will teach you. Okay. You'd be tickling yourself. Are you ticklish on your face? You're not ticklish on your face. If I'm your older sister, I'd be like, sit down, I'm going to do this to you right now. You don't laugh.
My son would have a field day. He thinks he's the tickle monster. Goes up to everybody, tickle, tickle, tickle.
When Dio does it, it's different. These are so pretty. Aren't they sweet? Don't you just love a little wire-wrapped amulet?
So these are little wire-wrapped damberites. I'm showing you here because the color of the wire is going to be intuitively done. Some of them have a little charm, some don't. We only have 10, and they are $79.
Do they all have the little calcite formations over them?
They
These
all
are
have a
super
little.
sparkly.
They have a little bit of calcite on all of them. Some of them have more. Some of them have less. But they all are.
They're all
amazing.
similar quality.
Yes.
Welcome in, by the way. The Addiction is Real said, I'm new to the channel. How can I purchase? So yeah, so everything we're showing you is for sale, and we tell you the price, and then Team SG, and that's them in the feed with the gold box, will say comment sold Damborite pendant 79. You just cut all of that and then paste it and say that if you want to purchase it. And then if you're one of the first, like if we have 5 and you're one of the first 5, then you get one, and then we send you an invoice tomorrow. And shipping is based on weight.
Mm-hmm.
So that's the process. Thank you for checking in. I'm glad you're here. It's really nice to know when we have anybody who's new, and we want, we want to celebrate you. We're here every Thursday with this little extravaganza, and then we have an insider Facebook group that you might look like too, because Robin goes live there. She goes rogue over there too. And yes, the addiction is real. So
yes.
we're all here with you on that. Okay, congratulations. Okay. Next up, we're going to talk about the singing bells, which are gorgeous. They're angel aura, and it comes with the case, right, Robin?
Mm-hmm. So it comes in a case like this. It will come with a mallet, and then you open it up.
Important. We talked about this earlier, remember, with the, what's that siren? We talked about this earlier when we were talking about autism and how many young people in particular on the spectrum I have worked with, especially through their parents, who've come to me and said, like, what do you have that can help? And the way they respond to sound medicine is profound. Now, this is like a next level sound tool. This is, we have 4 of these. They're $354 each. The retail value was like $4.99 or $5.99. This is a quartz singing bell, or they call them singing chalices. If this was glass, it wouldn't tone like that. And it stops when you touch it, right? But it will keep playing. And so when I do crystal healing sessions, like if you were with me in Austin, I was taking my bowls and playing the bowls, and you can pick them up and take them around the room. One of the reasons we like having a bell rather than just a bowl is it's so much easier to go around the room and to be doing work on people and moving energy. But it literally will keep toning. Do you hear it on both sides of your speakers? And then as Robin was playing it, she did a beautiful job. It's so easy to play. There's no learning curve. You're not going to be like, well, what if I can't do that? Look, I'm barely... Like, you can do this. Or you can just... We call it the violin. Right? Don't you feel different? And it's pretty too. And then the other cool thing about this, I have one of these at home, and I just have it on a shelf, you know, sitting like this with the striker right in front of it, so whenever I want it, it's right there. But what's really cool too is you can have somebody, like, if you can hold a stone in your hand, something small-ish, yeah, that's perfect, and then just hold it out toward me. It's a great way to charge and clear a stone too. This is the business, and especially that you get the bag too. So congratulations. I know they're gone, but I just don't want to stop playing. And it's easy. I mean, it just pops right back in. And then you also have a little pocket here, which comes in handier than you think, like a little sage bundle and a lighter and a Palo Santo stick, right? I travel with my sound tools through LAX in Austin because I take them with me. Usually it's my big drum. And, you know, you can fly with them. The flight attendants always, they see me coming down. They're like, oh, your drum can go in the closet or whatever, right? Like, it's easy to travel with your tools. And so if you travel, you can bring them with you, which is pretty awesome. People see you come in with a sound tool that you've packed, they know it's going to be a party. Yeah. So yeah, you can charge stones in it. You can charge water in it. You can fill that. Like if you're going to make tea, I do it when I make soup. Put the water in there, play it, charge the water, and then cook with it. Sound healing is the future of physical healing. It is also the past of physical healing. It's why the pyramids were built. Okay, this is orange calcite. I think this is the prettiest orange calcite we've ever had, Robin. Like,
Oh,
ever.
I am in love with this orange calcite. I love that it's banded. And the reason for it is because orange calcite, usually when you get it, it's coming out of different regions. This one, though, why it's so vibrant and just so lush is because this is out of Mexico. And so this is similar to the onyx that you see out of Mexico, but this is farther onto the calcite side where they hold it. They call it a pure calcite.
These are $39. We have 16. If you don't have an orange calcite generator, I will tell you, it's total dreamsicle land. Mm-hmm. It's even prettier in person than it is on the screen. I mean, it is completely translucent. I don't have a shooter. I have a cooter. But if you have a shooter and your shooter isn't as upright as you would like it to be sometimes, this sound can help you help it. But I don't have a direct testimonial. If you have any questions about this, you please send them to Amber. She would love to have a really long. I'm kidding. Please do not write to Amber about shooters. Okay, thank you. Someone who's new will be like, that's the person I can write to and ask all of my shooter questions.
And they will get an answer.
And she will respond to you. I know. Amber's a longtime veteran, and she knows exactly how to do the do.
Oh, yeah.
But anyway, so we don't have specific guidance for you about that, but there's lots of, I hear there's a lot of videos you can watch about that. Okay. Yay! I love it when they like, we don't know where to go, and nobody knows where to go, and so now we're going to go to the Make a Money incense cones and burner.
And it's not here.
But we're about to find it.
Well, let's skip that until we get it.
It gets awkwardly silent.
And let's do this one while I have it get brought up. You had the ring.
But the number of people watching us did increase somewhat during that, and I want to say that I don't know what to make of that.
Okay, where's the ring instead? I told you I'm having a day,
shit,
okay?
I took the ring.
I was about to say you had the ring.
I did. Okay, hold on. Shit, what did I do with it? Shit, I took the ring.
Where did the stuff go? Athena was playing with it. She's calling over.
It's real pretty though. Look, everybody. I was not trying to get away with anything. I'm going through menopause, and I went outside to get something, and I forgot what I was going to get, and then I took the ring with me. Good Lord. Okay.
We're having a day.
But it's great though. This is the only time we've done amethyst with morganite, and I just think it's gorgeous. So come back with me. These are only $59. This is adjustable in sterling silver. So these are your two morganitas here, right here and right here. Morganite is pink aquamarine. It's the stone of sovereignty and love, of waiting for the love you deserve, or calling in the love you deserve. And then that is a big, gorgeous amethyst there. That is the stone of peace, balance, and detoxification. And it is all the things amethyst wants to be when it grows up.
Mm-hmm.
Let's see if I can show you that without blowing it out.
Oh, wow.
Kind of not, but it's super translucent, do you see? It's just really gorgeous quality, and that's a good way for you to see those.
Hey, Jazz.
Yeah.
Where's the cones?
Don't worry, I'm gonna get them.
Okay.
Okay. Anyway, congratulations. It's really pretty, isn't it? And I always tell you, like, I have really small hands. I have short fingers, and I have small, like, I'm a 3 and a 4 and a 5.5. I have small fingers and small hands. But I do like these longer rings because they kind of make my fingers look longer and not so freakishly short.
Well, I love longer rings, even though I have really long fingers.
Yeah.
I like it because I feel like it's, when they're too short, I feel like they don't take up my finger properly.
Yeah.
And so then I feel like it looks stubby on my finger.
That's interesting. But I have noticed that you draw toward the longer
I do.
silhouettes too. And I do too. So it's a good point, right? No matter what your hand size or style is, like what kind of length of fingers you have, I think the longer rings just make sense. We always have a love for bands, and bands have a place and a time, but I do like these statement pieces, so congratulations. Are there any orange calcites left? We will let you know. Actually, it might be good to look at the list and see if there's anything that
Those
we...
are sold out.
The orange calcite sold out, but we do still have 5 of the green garnet wands.
We have
And
2 rose quartz
heart lamps.
If you want the rose quartz heart lamp, they were $149, I think. Am I correct?
Yeah.
That is such a cool lamp. You will be so glad you got that. And again, I didn't know it had the warm setting until Robin played it. It's just so pretty. Somebody in your life needs that. And I know it sounds crazy, but I do it because we won't have these at the holidays. If you can stand to hold on to it, what an amazing holiday gift to give someone. Yeah. Any Congo citrine?
The Congo citrine is gone.
We have 11 sets of transformation tea lights left at $11. We have 5 of the small Angel Aura black moonstone pillars. If you want one of those were, like I said, one of my favorite things of the show. 5 of those left. And
These were 24.
Were 24. You want one of those. Such a great alternative for the new moon.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, that would be an awesome Sweet 16 gift.
Mm-hmm.
It would. My daughter's turning 18 next year, and I have focused on 18 because I think 18 is a big deal. I do think that kids should get something special at 18. My dad gave me my little diamond, my mom and dad, the little diamond that I wear on this exact chain, and I don't think I've ever taken it off since I was 18. So, yeah.
Lucky. I got told to get out.
I think they wanted to tell me to get out, but we're Greek. Greek parents have more passive-aggressive ways of making things difficult.
I was already basically living on my own anyway, so it didn't really bother me.
I'm so glad you got one, and I'm glad you're excited about it. Okay, so these are sweet littles.
These are capped tourmalines.
Are these the ones that, yeah, so these are from my friend who gets you all the little specials. And so these are blue and green. So do you see how the top is green? It's like a blue-black, very dark. And then the top is just the absolute termination is green. These are rare. These are $14 each. We have 2 dozen of them. This is for wisdom, discernment, and abundance. And my friend cherry picks all of them, so it's always nice when we get stones from him. His stuff is really special.
Yeah, look at that one. That one's really showing.
That's a great shot.
So what happens here is, as I was telling before about how just the tiniest little change in a trace mineral will change the color of the tourmaline. So what happened was this was growing, and it had one trace element, and then something happened to change the chemistry of what was in the surrounding ground and the groundwater around it to enter a different trace element, and the crystal itself did not stop growing. It just changed its color. And as you can see here, like, it doesn't even have to change all completely flat at once. It can have a little bit of an angle to it. It can have a little bit of humps and bumps on it, but that is simply because of how those trace minerals were acting during the growth formation of the stone.
It's really cool. So tourmaline is the heart opener, and the cap tourmaline is for healing. So this is a physical healing stone for the heart. This is also an emotional healing stone for the heart. But I love the bicolor tourmalines. They're always the more rare. And we just thought these were beautiful. And again, they come from a great source. I love buying crystals from him because everything is, the quality is just the best of the best, and the price on these is really good. So congratulations. It's rare to get a cap tourmaline for under $15.
Yeah.
And you could absolutely take that and go to your jeweler and say, hey, put a cap on this. I want to wear it as a pendant. And they'll just put a very thin little, sort of like a hat of metal on it on the non-cap side, right? So that you have that beautiful green at the bottom.
You'll be happy to know that I just came across some cap tourmaline pendants that I'll be bringing to a show soon.
That's good news.
I like to find things.
Yeah, we are still finding things here from when we took Sage Goddess back a year ago, and then I'm still seeing things that happened while I was away, and so every day is still really exciting. It's like, oh, look at that. Okay, so now we have the super cool incense cones and incense burner for you. So we're tracking back
To number 47.
to 47.
So these are brand new. We've never made mega money incense cones for you before.
This is so cool.
On our website on sagegoddess.com, you can find money draw incense cones. So if you're looking for that money Monday, you can get it from either the mega money or the money draw. But right here we have the mega money, and we have paired it with this beautiful little burner, so you can actually take it off, put your cones right in there, and burn it right on the burner.
So Mega Money, one of the main differences between Mega Money and Money Draw, bless that siren, Money Draw does not have 5-finger grass oil, but Mega Money does. And so that's one of the differences. And a lot of people feel like that's more powerful. So that's why some customers love Money Draw and some of them love Mega Money, and they'll combine them. So if you're a lover of this one, which is the super OG formula for Mega Money, but I love this burner so much, Robin, because when you light it, it gets hot, right? And so you want to, after that,
Do we have a lighter?
somewhere.
Torch.
Do we really not? I always laugh when I'm just like, how
I
do
used
we...
one last week.
Welcome to Sage Goddess. I don't have a lighter.
Oh, I have one.
Oh.
I brought one.
Yay.
Woo, woo.
Oh, this one's
It's Luis's. It's
okay.
It's cute.
she's
I
okay.
think it's mine.
She's okay.
Okay, so you just
Try
light,
to make way to
light,
spring.
light the tip. You can blow it out or let it go out on its own. And then it will smoke.
Oh yeah, the duo is
Oh, sorry. We didn't tell you how much it cost.
the duo is $19. So you get the burner and the cones for $19.
But we only have 20 of them. It's such a good deal. So $19 is usually what we would charge for the burner. You're getting the burner and the cones for that. And here's what I'm going to tell you. This is a lifetime supply of these cones because, and don't you love how the smoke comes through the little stars and the little moons? It's so cute. I love this so much. So you will use this incense burner all the time. And so when I'm clearing a room, God, that's gorgeous. Are you guys seeing that? How like the smoke moves over the shapes? So what you do is you light this and then you go corner to corner in your room, right? Or over your altar. And again, you don't have to touch this part, which can get warm. But isn't that cool? You are getting sleepy. But don't go to sleep yet. We're not done. So here's why I'm going to tell you this is like a lifetime supply. Okay? Because let's say you sent the smoke over all your tools and I always put the Mega Money smoke over my jewelry, so that way my stones are attracting abundance. Carefully take the cone, turn it upside down, and put it out like a cigarette. Basically, you gotta tap it down till you get past the ash, and now you can wait and light that again tomorrow. And this little part's still gonna go.
And you get
that's why
20 cones in the pack.
you will have enough Mega Money for a very long time. With honestly one of the coolest burners we've brought you. So enjoy. Congratulations. Yeah. And it's fun. Like you could say, hey, I'm gonna gift the cones, but I'm gonna keep the burner. Which I wouldn't blame you for that. But incense cones are so nice. Once I have friends who are like, oh no, Athena, I only use incense sticks or whatever, or I only use whatever, and then I say, but try the cone, and then they're like, oh, I really like the cones. It's much easier that way. And it's like, yeah. And it's more economical because you don't have to burn the whole thing at once. You can keep putting it out and relighting it ad infinitum, right? So it's like truthfully, I still am on my original set of those, and it's been quite a few years because I don't burn them every day. Okay. Now, hold on, I jumped ahead because we were
50.
going ahead and I'm going back. So these are green tourmalines that I think are super beautiful. These are about 1.5 carats to 2 carats each. We've talked about tourmaline tonight, right? And we showed you the cap tourmaline. So same thing, these are cut and faceted. Aren't they beautiful? They're this gorgeous bright grass green. These are $34 each. I have 11 of them. What a ring that would make.
Oh, right? Oh.
Yes, and tourmaline is good, right? It's close to quartz on the measure of hardness scale, so you can wear tourmaline every day. It doesn't crack or split. If you love emeralds, this would be a really nice alternative because you know that emeralds are not durable. They're a 2 or 3 on the measure of hardness scale, and so like I've had friends snap their emerald rings and it's heartbreaking. So this would be a really nice. They just commented, so if you want one now, you can comment and say sold green tourmaline 34. Yeah.
If you got 2 and had a pair of earrings.
That would be really beautiful.
Which reminds me, I need to bring in my gun to pierce your ears.
Yeah, I know. I was going to say, I was watching somebody online and she had, what's it called when they do this right here?
Oh, these ones?
Yes.
The conch.
Conch. Yeah.
Yeah.
She had little diamonds like I have my nose ring, but she had them right there and it was really pretty.
Yeah.
But that's harder to heal, right?
This one it is not as bad. When I got these done, it actually wasn't as bad because I got this one done and I got this one up here done at the same time. This one was actually harder to heal than this one.
Interesting. Okay. Good to know. Isn't it juicy? It's super pretty. Congratulations, everybody. Put it on a cork coaster. That way the metal isn't a problem. Good to know. Good to know. Okay. Let's see. Lynn is asking about shipping. She said that there's a minimum for anything from the sale. So I think there is a minimum
$10.
of $10 to start, and then from there it goes by weight. Yeah, and that's
just because that's the minimum it costs
us to
get the shipment.
Get something to you. I know shipping is kind of crazy, but we do our best to keep it reasonable for you. So yeah, especially with the larger pieces. So now we're going to talk to you about agates. This is one slice of agate on this stand, but it's got something really special about it that we're going to show you. It has an inner child, which is pretty crazy. It's the only time I've ever seen that.
But the inner child is not agate.
I know.
This is an inner child of calcite, of yellow calcite within the quartz and agate slice formation.
Never seen that before. Now, I will tell you, you guys have seen, I have 3 of these in my garden. I have them as like stepping stones. So you could certainly do something like that with this. But I love that this is on the stand because it has such a unique formation in it. We just thought it was extra special and deserved special attention. I would paint that stand gold so fast your head would spin because it would pop the color of gold in that calcite inner child. Isn't that beautiful? Do you see why we call it an inner child? Because it's almost like the stone is pregnant with another stone inside of it. This is $139. It is 10 inches and it comes on the stand. Super beautiful. Agate, remember, is a slow down signal to your central nervous system. Slow it down. And Robin was talking about this at the beginning of the show, which is so true. Like when there's too much energy and it's too fast, your body wants to slow down and will migrate and attract crystals that will help you slow down. This is all part of what I'm going to be teaching you in gemology too. So congratulations if you want that one. It's here. It's really beautiful. And again, on that side, you'd be like, oh, it's an agate slice, super pretty. And by the way, this is all quartz, and then this is agate around the edge. But then when you turn it around, it's like, whoa.
And if you wanted to display it this way, you can. You can easily turn that around so you can have that side out. You can flip it around any way you want.
I would display it that way. but you can choose. It's up to you. And then of course you can take it off the stand and just use it as a candle base. Do you know what I mean?
Altar plate,
or a stone in your garden. Can't go wrong, but it's super, super pretty. It's just cool. We still get really excited when we see these rare inclusions, because you see agate slices, not as much as we used to anymore, by the way, but never in my whole life did I ever see one with a calcite inner child. That was rad. Allison got it.
Woo woo!
Congratulations. It does. Yes, Kim Smith, it does need a backlit display. I would, if you don't have a backlight for it, Allison, I would definitely put a candle behind it. Almost like,
yeah.
You know the tall jar candles we do, or like a 7-day candle? I would put that behind it.
Mm-hmm.
Something simple so it doesn't take away from the color and the beauty of it, but yes, it's one of one. We do have, I want to remind you of a couple things. We have an amazing giveaway coming up at the end of the show. This lapis bottle with a working screw top cap. I mean, is that incredible? Cut from one continuous piece, and it actually really does close. Like, isn't that awesome? So we are giving this away. It's worth about $400. It's all hand carved out of lapis, and so you got to stay till the end for that. Okay, now we're going to my black tourmaline rings that I was so excited about. I believe it says CZ on the list, or in the sheet. I think these are white topaz.
It's CZ.
Is it CZ? Okay, cool. They're CZs. But are they not beautiful? This is like an elevated design for black tourmaline, because usually you don't see black tourmaline in kind of a fine-ish jewelry design. These are adjustable. We have 11 of them at $129.
Yeah, so what's really cool is this is all natural black tourmaline, and as you can see, this one is like more of a top view of it. This is more of a side cut from that black tourmaline cap, so you can see the natural formation. This whole center part here is sterling silver, and each one of those little things is that little CZ that's sitting in there.
Isn't that pretty? I saw these and I thought they were so beautiful. I was at a jewelry show and I was like, I love black tourmaline. We don't see black tourmaline rings very often, and it's a really nicely done adjustable band. But almost never with anything kind of sparkly where it looks more like fine jewelry and less like metaphysical jewelry. So CZ is cubic zirconia, which is a form of zirconium dioxide. And it's an alternative to diamonds. They tend to refract light in a similar way. So that's what's CZ is known as CZ, but it's cubic zirconia.
Yeah, what I think is really fun about cubic zirconia, and what a lot of people don't know, is cubic zirconia actually can be found naturally. It can be found in the wild as a real own element, but it is so fragile when it is in that state that it's almost completely impossible to find. Yeah. So what we figured out how to do is how to recreate it ourselves to be able to make it in a more stable fashion. And that's what they did. They used the same minerals, the same trace elements, and the same pressure that you would need, just we did it ourselves.
Yeah, it's like any other process where they man make something that is in nature. And a lot of people have a hard time telling the difference. What I like about it is this would be the price of a regular black tourmaline sterling silver ring. I just think it's a little fancier. I'm going to take one of them and try it on. And I think, like for me, I was trying it on yesterday as kind of like layering it with my band. And I thought,
that's cute.
Oops, sorry. We went off the product view for a second. Right, that's kind of pretty. It makes you stop and go, whoa, what is that? So you can stack it with other rings. But do you see how it catches the light? It's just super gorgeous. So again, black tourmaline is the most protective stone, protects people, places, and things. I always say it protects the nouns. So, and if you're wearing it on your left hand, then you're receiving that protection. And if you wear it on your right hand, then you're sending that protection. But you can see it next to the diamond in my mom's ring, and it holds its own. Right? And the diamond's in my bracelet. So yeah, congratulations if you want one of those. I think they're really pretty. Mega Many set is sold out. You had your way with that one. I like it. We do still have some of the vetiver incense sticks and the black tourmaline incense burner if you do want that. So if you're like, do you have any other incense duos? We do.
And then we
Like
do
those.
have the Dewy Surrey set that is also an abundance type set from before. We still had some of those. It was the candle and perfume. And we have 5 of those left.
Okay.
And that is,
That's remember I was teaching you about the Indonesian goddess she's the goddess of rice, and that rice is associated with wealth and abundance. And this is the one that has the kanuka oil in it, which is about clearing out old beliefs. It's basically a reset button, so it's for total renewal. And it's the only time I've used that particular oil in a perfume or a candle for abundance. But it also has champaka, so it's super beautiful.
yeah.
Um,
And this was $34.
That's 34 for the duo. And then I want to, we're going to show you Lakshmi real quick. I don't want to spend too long on it because she should be probably $600 or $700. This is a hand-carved fuchsite Lakshmi. Lakshmi has 4 hands, 2 in front, 2 behind, that hold the 4 symbols of wealth and abundance and represent the 4 directions. Lakshmi carvings are very hard to find. For every 5 Ganeshas, maybe you'll find 1 Lakshmi. She's much harder to carve.
Oh,
And
yeah.
you can see why, right? There's a lot more going on. Interestingly, my friend who carves the Lakshmis told me that the hardest part is when they have to carve around the arms. You know, the 2 arms that she's holding up in the back, the space between that and her headdress is the hardest place. That's where they usually crack. So, you could hardly get a piece of fuchsite this big for $2.99, so it's cool to get a hand-carved goddess of wealth.
Right?
Like this goes on your abundance altar. This goes in the southeast corner. This is going to Cynthia Burke.
Yay!
Congratulations. Yeah, she is. I like I said, it's hard to, that's for someone in particular, but if you don't have a Lakshmi yet, that would be a great place to start. And I have my carved Lakshmi next to my carved Ganesha at the entrance to my house. So I recommend that for you too. And it's super sparkly because, you know, fuchsite has that micanized layer, so it always has a little sparkle, but that piece is like, looks like somebody's got lights on inside of it. It's gorgeous.
Yeah.
So there she is. Good to see her up close and personal. Congratulations, Cynthia. Okay. We have other things we want to talk about tonight. I think we're talking about you next.
If you want a Robin surprise, they're ready for you here. And what that is, if you don't know what it is, I hope you can enjoy one because it's $99, but you are guaranteed to get a minimum of $150 worth of items. And that is amongst everything that I have set aside personally that is something special, something rare, something fun in there. And I'm super excited because I haven't made it yet. I'm still building it, but I'm doing a custom perfume for you guys in this one.
That's awesome.
Because I've now made a couple of them and I'm having a whole lot of fun doing them, and I have a really, really good surprise that I think I can make.
She's got a good nose too.
So if you want a Robin surprise, you're going to get the perfume with it that I am going to hand make, and it's going to be so awesome.
And then lots of other things. So usually when you do that, the perfume is almost like a gift on top of all the other things that you're getting. So
the perfume is not a part of the money towards that $150 worth of stuff. That is a bonus on top of it. So
yeah, you will not, trust me, there are so many amazing goodies that she has. She's got such a good eye, and she kind of has a space where she'll set some of the really special things so that when she's building the surprises, she can pull from there. And then she does every single one individually for each person with their energy. It's really awesome that you do it.
And the reason why I haven't made this perfume yet is because you don't even know. I have a patchouli plant. I harvested some of my patchouli plant, and it's almost done. I have made my own patchouli oil.
Have you really? Oh my gosh, you guys,
So
that's really cool.
I'm going to be putting my own patchouli oil that I made from this that I pressed out, into this perfume for you. I
That
was
is
not
awesome.
happy with how it was set yet, but I know that the oil is going to be completely ready to go this weekend. So on Monday, I am going to make it with my own patchouli oil that I have made from my plant that I grew.
I'm really excited. I want to smell that too. You know me, and
Oh, I know. I'm going to save you some of that.
oh my god, patchouli is my jam.
So I'm super excited. And
Yeah, and she's got a great nose. She makes beautiful things. So yeah, you will not be disappointed. There are amazing things that come in Robin Surprises. So yeah, I think while she does that, especially while we have all these amazing, like I said, every week we're finding things where we're like, oh my gosh, look at that, we just found that. So we literally sometimes we don't know what we're going to be putting into your surprises. So congratulations, everybody.
I have so much fun. I found the team like going around one of my areas where I have my surprises, and they were all picking stuff out of there and like looking at it, and they were so excited. And I'm like, hey, those are for my peoples.
Hands off, everybody.
Like, those are for my peoples.
Yeah, she does. No, she she really does save things and gets excited about it. So congratulations. Okay, so Robin Surprises, we'll let you know if there's any of those that are remaining. Now, where are we going next, Robin?
We still have
we
these
have the-
Septarian rings that I've been wearing because I just couldn't take it off. I loved it
You
so
should
much.
get a Septarian ring, especially if you've been through a lot emotionally and you need something that feels like glue. You know, this is your keep it together, your stronger than you know ring.
And we only have 4 of them left, and they
That's this one
were.
right here. Yeah.
I know I need to stop wearing so many rings. $59.
Which is a really good price. Those are typically closer to $99 or $129 for a big Septarian cabochon. So congratulations. Again, that's a aragonite, calcite, and quartz that makes up that. I know I am making a big batch of my powder. I'm working on it. I know, and it'll be worth the wait. I got to figure out a cute container for it too. I make body powder, and it's really good. And I've been sending little bits of it with when I find those vintage shakers at the estate sale, sometimes I'll send them like a little body powder with it. So I'm working on it in my lab at home, which is my dining room table. It's got powder all over it from my experiments.
That's like me. I have like one table at my house that's just known. This is Robin's table. There's always something going on it. There's always some type of project or
Nobody even asks anymore. They're just like, there's some weird brown herb over there, and it's like, yeah, you didn't touch it, did you? You didn't eat it, did you? And I'm working on new laundry detergent, and I'm working on what else am I working on? There's a lot of things. And the most exciting thing I think that I'm working on that's coming, and I was working on it with Jazz today. I've been teaching you about saffron, right?
Oh, I'm so excited about this.
So I have made you saffron perfume. It's pure saffron. We're putting saffron threads in it. So in addition to drinking the tea, saffron is a natural antidepressant.
I see you,
Very
Sarah.
powerful. So anyway, that perfume is not ready yet, but it will be soon. Saffron body powder would be really lovely too.
Oh, that'd be so nice.
Wouldn't it? I know. Okay, I'm thinking about it. Okay, this is the stone you need if you are the problem. Right? As Taylor Swift said, it's me, I'm the problem, it's me. It's the scapulite. It's a beautiful stone. If we were to hit it with the light, you would see there are bars, like dark bars within it. So people are like, how do you know that's not citrine? Citrine doesn't have these like rod formations in the inside of it. Do you kind of see those lines? Unique to scapulite. These are called scapulite sticks or bars. These are very rare. We have 2 of the 2-inch for $49 and 3 of the 2.5 inch for $59. You need to have a necklace made out of this so that you get out of your own way. A lot of times we are the problem, right? If you keep making the same mistakes, and if you keep doing the same thing, you keep attracting the same kinds of relationships over and over again, and you keep hitting your head like it's scapulite time.
Yep, this is for you.
Doctor's orders. So saffron, so you should look it up. And I've been doing a lot of research and sharing a lot on social media because I am interested in natural alternatives to selective serotonin reuptake inhibitors known as SSRIs, and saffron is pretty powerful. So I'm experimenting with like how to work with saffron. But yes, it activates your serotonin and dopamine receptors in your brain in a good way. That doesn't, because a lot of times I think antidepressants are amazing. They save lives. They're miraculous, but they're also hard as hell to get off of when the time comes. So, yeah. So anyway, stay tuned. I'm making you tea and I'm making you perfume and all the things. Okay, this rose quartz flame, it's one of the prettiest. What a great shot, by the way, Luis. That is just stunning. These are $49. These are 4 to 5 inch hand-carved flames in the stone of love. This would be a fantastic wedding gift, anniversary gift. I would choose you all over again gift. Absolutely beautiful.
I love it. These are from Madagascar. This one has a little bit of golden healer there at the tip, and that is common to find in Madagascar rose quartz, is to have a little bit of that golden healer in there. And I think that is a great addition because it's bringing you healing through love. And that is going to be one of your nicest, most compassionate forms of healing. And with here, it's going to take all that energy of love and just send it in so many different spiraling directions around. I have rose quartz flames in almost every room of my house simply because I love the loving energy that you get from them.
I always give this as a wedding gift. I always do. Because it's like, and couples always say like, I really love that because people will give us flowers or they'll give us, dishware or they'll give us whatever, but like nothing that like we can look at every day and feel the energy of something just for our sacred space, our intimate space. So, and to me, doesn't it look very feminine, like a woman?
It does.
You know what I mean? Like there's just something, I love the feminine form and there's something very sexy about this. It's the goddess herself. So congratulations. I think those are spoken for. The price on that is absolutely amazing. I mean, those are all hand carved. If you sat the 9 that we have together and you looked at them next to each other, you would see slight differences in the carving. And so, but beautiful shot there in the light box. I agree. Yeah, Annette said it looks like 2 people together, didn't it? Didn't it kind of remind you of Lena's piece that she got with the lovers that were carved in ruby? Like something reminiscent of that. But it's just absolutely beautiful. Stunning. Congratulations. And congrats on the Robin surprises. Lots of surprises. Yeah, stones always make good wedding gifts, I find. And couples really appreciate them. So magnesium is, in my opinion, one of the most important trace elements for humans. It's abundant, but rarely found in its natural form like this, where when you zoom in, it looks like little feathers, doesn't it? So these are $69 for 6 inches of natural magnesium.
Yeah, I love it. It's very rare to find it this way. Usually it's broken down and you're not going to see this actual feather-like formation.
Yeah.
What's really cool was I just sold in my Rogue show a piece of lab-grown aluminum. So and what I was teaching them was how now there's a whole bunch of scientists who are learning how to recreate metals and minerals from the earth with what we already have out, so they're not depleting the natural resources
cool.
of our planet. But in order for them to create that lab-grade aluminum, they had to study magnesium and how it formed in this type of formation.
That's cool.
And it wasn't until they understood how this worked until they were able to make the aluminum grow in the lab by following a different element.
It's just amazing, you guys.
these are the last of what we had.
By the way, it's really light. It's going to surprise you, and don't be shocked. It is a little fragile.
It is.
I'm not doing anything. It's just there'll be a little piece that comes off. So when that happens, and you actually have to kind of work to get it off. I'm not taking your piece off, but people are like, "What do I do with that?" And I'm like, "Keep it on your altar. Like,
Yeah.
keep a little magnesium in your purse. Magnesium keeps us from going crazy. That's kind of no joke." It calms and soothes the digestive tract, which is why it helps with bowel regularity. It also helps with emotional regulation. It helps to prevent cortisol spikes so that you kind of neutralize the dense emotions that you experience. I can't imagine life without magnesium. And I work with magnesium in all of its forms. I take supplements, I take salt baths, right? Magnesium is part of my daily routine. I did not take my magnesium this morning, and I can tell a difference. I was rushing, and you know what I mean? Like it's that powerful of, I'm not picking and peeling your magnesium, honey. You take a high mag supplement every night, and there's like tri-magnesiums. Like you can find one that has the glycinate and the citrate. Like you can find one that's all together. I take them separately just because it works better for me. But anyway, congratulations. It's just a cool one.
I have to take it to help me sleep.
Yeah.
If I don't, I take it every night before I go to bed, and it makes it so I can actually sleep.
Yeah.
Because I have horrible insomnia. Like,
yeah, me too.
Really bad.
Yeah.
And if I don't have it, there's a difference. There's a big difference. My therapist is actually the one that told me about the magnesium for sleep.
Yeah.
And I didn't even know. And she's like, no, trust me, take it. It'll really help you. And because I love it. My therapist is all about trying to use natural remedies before.
You should do the saffron tea before sleep.
Yep.
The thing to remember about your saffron tea, because I've really done a lot of legwork on this, and is do it your mortar and pestle. Take like 3 or 4 of the threads, break it up with the mortar and pestle, and then add an ice cube, and use the mortar and pestle to stir the ice cube. It'll become like a orange, like the color of my shawl hair juice, basically the saffron, and then add hot water and honey to that, and take that before bed. If you take a saffron in the morning, it can actually make you a little drowsy. So that with your magnesium before bed would be a good Robin gets to sleep cocktail.
You know, when you finally do get to sleep after a long time, and then your son comes running in, and you're like,
Yes, I do. I remember those days. Even now, once in a while, like my kids, I'm usually the first one up. Sometimes Nick will beat me. Even now, if I get one day to sleep in, invariably one of them will come running down the hallway. Mom, did you? Oh, sorry, I didn't see you. It was just like, really, the one Sunday, right? Really? Oh, sorry. Anyway, I love them to death. These earrings are beautiful, by the way. We've done a lot of earrings for you. We don't have a lot of them left in inventory. What you're seeing there, those pink stones are garnets. You've got rhodolite garnets, smoky quartz, white topaz, citrine in one earring. So protection, abundance, magic, grounding, protection. Like what else do you need? We have 3 pairs of these at $149. These are done in sterling silver. Pretty.
with a gold over it.
Yeah.
And I love it how it has the
lever back.
Yep, the lever back hooks, so you can put them in. You can feel like they're safe. They're not going anywhere.
That's true.
Lever backs do really well for people that have like stretched ears like I do, because you can put it in there and it's because earrings will fall out easier when your holes are bigger. So when you can actually lock them in there, it does a good job.
And I know. When the holes are bigger, you gotta lock them in there, everybody. And I'm not gonna touch it. I think these are really beautiful earrings. I'm just listening to what is being said, and my brain is still not a mature, wise older person sometimes. Your ear holes are closed. So are mine. That's why this one says she's gonna.
I will bring it.
She's gonna do it.
I'm gonna pierce her.
Congratulations. Yeah, we only had 3 of those.
They look so elegant, like on.
It is a really. I like, again, because I'm a shorter, compact human, right? I like things that are longer because they make everything look longer.
Short, compact human.
I was designed for space efficiency. I don't take up a lot of room. I was telling somebody that story. They're like, you did not tell me that story, how my mom my whole life was like, I'm sorry you're short. I smoked the whole time I was pregnant. I was really stressed out. And I'm like, that's 1972 for you. You know what I mean? She was stressed. The doctor was like, have at it, girl. But you're going to give birth to a fun-sized Snicker. Okay, these I brought to you myself from my person, my special person. These are cat-long topaz from Pakistan. These are the only natural orange-pink topaz. Think of it as a hybrid between pink and imperial. These are beautiful pieces of a rare form of topaz. The message of this topaz, it has a refined energy to it. And the message of this is you don't chase, you attract, right? There's empress energy to these pieces. There's queen energy to these pieces. So these are $36 each. They're each close to half an inch, between a quarter and a half an inch. I would carry this with you all the time. How do I feel about taking magnesium glycinate or citrate in gummy form? I'm gonna be like the contrarian here. Gummy vitamins and stuff don't work as well for me, but I think it might be me.
See, I go for the gummy vitamins.
Really?
They work better for me, but I think it's also because it's like I don't do well with a lot of the capsules and the binding in other medicine, so I have an adverse reaction to that. So in the gummy form, I'm able to get it without that, so my body actually wants to use it instead of fighting the other stuff my body hates.
I would say try it, and if you're having a good experience, like I have friends who swear by the apple cider vinegar gummies. They don't work for me. I don't lose weight the way I do when I just take it on its own. So, but if it works for you, right? Congratulations, by the way, on the cat long topaz. It's really special. I was looking forward to showing these to you because they're super special little jemmies. We have some, let me just see where we're at, Robin, because we are at the top of the hour. There's certain things. I want to talk about the Sacred Attraction Intention Candle for sure.
Okay.
If you guys have specific things you wanted to talk about, I'd like to talk about the Hamza lamps.
Yeah, we don't have much left.
I know. So we can try to get through everything if you'd like. The sodalite from Brazil, we'll show you. We don't have a lot of pieces. We have 3 different sizes of it, this natural sodalite. They're beautiful, though, and this is the stone that helps with fear. We call it a good stone for sleep because a lot of people have fear during sleep, and it creates nightmares. And so this particular sodalite comes from only this one region in Brazil. The small pieces are $8. That's 2 to 3 inches. The medium pieces, we have 7 of those. The medium pieces are $18. I think these might be UV reactive too. And then the larger pieces are $28. Yeah, a little bit.
Oh, fully.
Yeah, isn't that cool?
So a lot of times on the UV, it works better on this one.
Yeah, you can see it better on our main camera. See how it turns almost like a pinky purple? Looks like a completely different stone when you hit it with the black light. So this is a good one to keep by your bedside or under your bed, especially if you're prone to nightmares, night terrors, dreams that actually wake you from sleep, and that those dreams that are like, oh my God, that felt so real. Sodalite really works well for those dreams. Disrupted sleep. That's cool.
I love how it just flashes, and there's only parts of it that flash.
Can you get that corner to flash for them? I wonder if they can see it. I'm gonna try and show you that corner. She's got a sexy corner. Sometimes it's like we can see stuff in the room and we want to show you, and it's like, it's like pink orange.
Yeah.
Yeah. Anyway, so that is there for you. It is. That's it's right. It's hornblende. Invoices are still sent by email.
Here.
And
there we go.
Oh, that's a great shot, Robin. See that? That's what we're seeing in person. Is that like pink orange when it lights up for you? Yeah. If you have night terrors, if you were to come to me and go, Athena, this is still an issue for me, I would say you've got to start with sodalite. Then obsidian. right? And make sure that you can use salt, and you can use white sage, and you can use, then if that doesn't work, then we go into the next round of tools. Then we start working with actinolite, and then we get into osha root. So there's like level A, level B, level C for nightmares and night terrors, but that's a good place to start. I have awkward amounts of wisdom about this from other people in my life. Okay, sacred attraction
It was
candle?
here. It was right here. Things got up and walked away.
Okay, Jazz, do you know where the sacred attraction candle is?
Yeah, it's downstairs.
We had
Oh.
one up here though. Would you mind grabbing it?
I'm collecting bits, but
I can
what
grab
do you
We can talk about it and see if people just want to grab it.
I can go.
Okay, yeah. We can double check next time and just make sure that the design.
Yeah.
I know sometimes guys have them down there. So we have a sacred attraction candle. The notes are melissa, honey, rue, labdanum, and lemon balm. This is such a rad candle, you guys. I'm just going to tell you about it while they grab it. It's $19 for the candle. That is every attraction oil. It's everything that attracts butterflies, bees, right? And so it also will attract what you're trying to manifest. So this was a really popular candle, and then it sold out. So we made it again, and we're offering it to you tonight. So we have about 24 of them if you would like a sacred attraction candle. Maybe you're working on manifestation. We're one of the only companies still that makes our candles with real essential oils. And it makes a difference when you're working with magical candles. So we're going to get one to show it to you. But if you know that you want the energy of that candle, you can go ahead and bid on it now. Like I said, we don't have a whole lot of them, but we'll show it to you in just a minute. And congratulations. I love our candles. And this candle in particular, it smells beautiful too. But it's I thought it was cute, a cute concept, right? Like what attracts all of the creatures of attraction and abundance. Let's put all of that in a candle. Okay, and then we have, next up we have Veracruz amethyst. We have 2 different pendants for you. Somebody was asking about Veracruz amethyst earlier. We almost never have Veracruz amethyst pendants, and these are in sterling silver. So Veracruz amethyst comes from the eastern seaboard of Mexico, and it was named Veracruz during the Spanish conquest. So Veracruz means true cross. And so it's known for this really rare, really super clear form of amethyst. Veracruz is thought to be the clearest amethyst on the planet. And it's super high vibrational. So the small are $89. We have 3 of those. And the medium are $99. We have 6 of them only. I was lucky enough to get to go to Mexico and see Veracruz.
See how it just grabs that light?
I know I was going to say it's a little washed out with that, but I like that you can see the clarity of it. There we go. That's good. So, and the small size is actually quite perfect. For me, this is a great daily size.
Thank you.
So the small one is, we're calling it small, but it's not too small. This is the size I really like for daily wear. And we'll show you the candle in just a second, too. Okay. So congratulations.
And this is that sacred attraction candle that we were talking about.
Isn't that cute? Super honey colored and has all the good oils in there. So this is all of the candles, the sacred attraction candles that we have for right now. If you would like one, that's the candle. If you already bid on it, that's what you bid on.
Yeah.
Now you get to see. But it really does smell like honey and
Smells so good.
yeah, that's a good one, you guys. So congratulations. Yeah, so we only had the 9 of the Veracruz pendants. If you want that, that's available for you. Robin showed you both of those sizes. And then next up we have one more amethyst item, which is a lamp, which is super cool. We had these once before for you, so you may have gotten one. It is honestly the coolest thing, and we're doing them for $59 tonight. Originally they were about $100. And so it has a cord that you plug in. We're going to show you. And it has a little hook on the back, so you hang it on the wall. Isn't that cool? If you have a room where you do all your magics and your ceremony, and it's super lightweight, so see the little hook on the back?
Mm-hmm.
Like, you're not going to damage your wall or anything. Honestly, you could put a command strip on it.
Yeah.
It's so lightweight, you don't need to put a hole in the wall.
Those are so cool.
These are so cool. So we had these made, so when these are gone, these are gone. I just think it's rad. And it's LED, so you don't have to shut it off. It doesn't get hot.
Mm-hmm.
Can we turn down the lights just a little bit so they can see more of the effect of the... Yeah, like that one would be good. Turn this into a rave in here in a second.
I can turn it off really quick and then go ahead.
Isn't that cool? Yeah, your kids would love it. But what I love too is the Hamza is a symbol of protection, and the evil eye sends negative energy back to its source. So it's actually, it's a functional, like I have a huge Hamza in my crystal room because it's a very protective symbol. So congratulations and good job showing this too. I was so excited for you guys to see these. I think it should be in your bedroom or your bathroom or your, and you don't have to have it on with the flashing lights. You can make it static too. It's got different modes. So congratulations. I know it's like the size of my torso. Yay. Yeah, you can totally. I mean, anywhere you have a little LED, the ability to, or a little USB port, you can plug it in. And like I said, you don't even need to hang it on the wall because it's pretty lightweight. Outside would be fun too. If you have a nice porch that's covered, I think that would be really rad. The prettiest clear quartz princess cut stones I've ever seen, and they're $29, but I only have 6. Can you imagine that in a ring? When you have quartz that clear and you cut it that well, refracts light like
I know.
a diamond.
I know. It's really like, that's why I was like, I'm like, oh my gosh, I've never seen quartz act so similar to a diamond until I saw these. Like, and they just glitter and glow, and there's no way you can get a bad angle on it.
I know.
It's always just going to be an amazing good angle. And yeah, just think about if you had this and it was set, just think about that ring.
Hello.
Oh.
They won't think you spent $29 on the stone.
The other thing I would do is I'd probably get one of these, turn it on its side, and wear it as a pendant this way.
Well, it almost looks like a magician cut when you do that. Do you know?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I
Very
think that's
similar.
really cool. That would be a really cool pendant. Or you can make a cuff out of it.
Mm-hmm.
You know, I like wearing larger stones, but the cut of that is absolutely magnificent.
Yeah.
Like you see down into that stone, and because they're so water clear, so congratulations if you got one of those.
It
And
reminds me
congratulations on
of
that,
that Japanese faceter that he's been getting really big known right now because the way he carves stones and facets them is it's making designs within the facet. So when you look through it, the light
cool.
refracts off in a certain way, and it's like the one that I keep seeing it makes it look like there's a lotus inside that's blooming.
When you see it again, will you send it to me so I can follow?
I will. He's
Yeah.
amazing.
I like to follow stone cutters. Okay, well, you guys are doing well tonight. We have one of these fluorite pendants for $299. It's a super badass setting. It's a perfect fluorite octahedron that's like a little spinner.
Yeah, so this is all 925 sterling silver, and then...
Isn't that cool?
Isn't that awesome?
I think it's really neat. So fluorite is the Dharma stone. It gives you purpose, focus, and direction. In the purple color, it's about purpose, focus, and direction for your spiritual path and growth. It's kind of a purple pink, which is really pretty, but I mean, really what's at play here is the setting, right?
Mm-hmm.
It takes everything to the next level. So this is a super designery sterling silver 925 and kind of thick sterling silver too. So again, $299 if you would like that one. It's here for you. I'm trying to get us to our last couple of things so that we can get you to the giveaway, but I want to spend a minute on the incredible rhodonite spheres we're about to tell you about.
Then I added that in.
Oh,
but
awesome.
We can do it before. It's not on yours.
Let's do that.
but I
Yeah.
have it here.
Okay. I was alone with these rhodonites last night, Robin, having a relationship.
Oh, yeah?
I think the quality of these is really, really stunning.
So we have two sizes of the rhodonite spheres for you. The smaller is 2 to 2.5 inches. We have 19 of them, and they're $39. What you're seeing there on the camera is our 2.5 to 3 inch ones. We have 16 of those, and they're $49. Rhodonite is, I consider it's a marvel stone, simply because it is all pure manganese. But depending on it, whether it's a manganese oxide or a regular manganese, you're going to get the pink or you're going to get the black. But it is all manganese, that's what just jogs my mind and makes me think it's just phenomenal.
So there's a lot of love stones, you guys, and rhodos in Greek means rose. So it's when we hear, rhodochrosite or rhodonite, it's really like an homage back to the Greek origins of our words. But this is the stone. This is the only love stone, and I guess it's really important to me because I've had my heart just completely shattered a couple times. This is the stone that represents wisdom born of pain, and it represents kind of like your ability to take that pain and alchemize it into wisdom, strength, and power. Everybody I know who has lost a partner, lost a spouse, lost a child, been through deep betrayal, had something really like some experience where the rug's been pulled out. And if you've never had that experience, that makes my heart happy because I don't really wish it on anybody, but maybe you know someone who's been through, and can I get that piece back, Louise, so we can show the two of them up here? Maybe you know somebody who's been through an experience like that. The smaller size here, they're both beautiful, right? These are just different, that's why I want to have them both in our hands so that you can see the differences. The one that Louise had, this is the one on the light stand. Let me see if I can find it now. They always have a heart in them. These two pieces I was with last night, I saw multiple hearts in them. So you'll go through. So when they have the larger markings, the hearts will show up in the webs, right? So you'll see little hearts and little formations. And then this one actually has
a big heart.
A big heart. I mean, I see it that way anyway. So your piece will be different. The quality is the same, but it's just some of them have more manganese and some of them have less manganese.
Not more or less manganese.
Well,
Manganese oxide
that's
or
right.
manganese.
Different kind of manganese. Now, Ashley said that she's wondering if the black and brown dendrites can be considered pseudomoline.
So
I haven't heard that before.
No, it is not pseudomoline when it comes into here because a pseudomoline needs to have other minerals in it that's not just pure manganese. And that's what these are. This is a different ores of manganese that has transformed based on whether it's the oxide or the dioxide.
Yeah. It's a good question, though. The reason I would say no is because pseudomoline for me has a little bit of like a iridescence or a shimmer to it that I don't typically see in the black in your rhodonite. The other thing we talk about with rhodonite is that it's the light and shadow of love, right? Which is like love can heal and love can hurt. And so if somebody's going through heartbreak, this is always one of the first stones I choose. And so I was really excited. Like I said, I spent some time with these last night after everybody had gone home for the day, just because it felt good for my heart. So it'll feel good for your heart too. So congratulations. And great questions. Like I said, it's always good to ask. And then it prompts us to go down rabbit holes too sometimes, like, wait a minute. Really? And we learn things along the way. Do we have any of the aura, rainbow, or black moonstone pillars?
Yeah, we should have the small and medium.
We have small,
We have
and,
small and
medium.
medium.
Okay, so the small was 24 and the medium was 34. So yes, Kirsten Corby, we do, and you can just choose which size you want. Since we have the medium left, I would go with the medium just because with these, the larger they are, the more you can see the moonstoniness. The Schiller effect. Okay, so we have one more item for you before our giveaway, which is coming in at my request because we have a blue moon coming up. Sage Goddess started moon ceremonies at a blue moon 14 years ago. Can you believe it? I had just started Sage Goddess. I guess it's almost 15 now. And I wanted to do a full moon ceremony. And the first one that I did was a blue moon up in San Francisco. So this is the OG blue moon perfume. The blue chamomile, blue vervain, blue tansy. And I think this is the one that has blueberry in it as well.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, yeah, it wasn't on the sheet, but I think it's, oh, it is there, okay. And then it has blue lace agate inside. And I will tell you, you can smell all of the other notes. Well, this one isn't as blueberry forward as I remember. Which, you know, it's not a bad thing. It's in there, but it's not as blueberry forward. This is more chamomile forward, I would say. So it's very calming to your central nervous system. And then we're giving it to you with the blue aura selenite heart. How cute is that for your blue moon? And yes, you can use this in addition to the other blue moon, full moon tools that you've gotten. But since the full moon kit, I think we said we had 6 of them left.
6 of them left.
So if you miss it, this is $33 for the heart and the perfume.
Mm-hmm. So basically you're getting the heart for free.
Yeah. Isn't that cool? So if you want extra blue moon perfume because you love it, because we all love it, now you can get a chance to get it with the aura selenite heart, which looks opaque on camera.
I think it just died. Oh, there it goes.
Let's see, I might take it down to a lighter. But do you see how beautiful that is?
Mm-hmm.
That's just pure selenite, which instantly clears energy in your field. Selenite brings peace, contentment. It's a really good stone for the full moon, because the ancient Greeks, Selene is actually the moon goddess, right? So the ancient Greeks named selenite after the moon. So I was like, this has to be with you for the blue moon. So even if you got your other tools, I would do this as an add-on.
Mm-hmm.
And you will love it. So congratulations. All right, you guys did great tonight. Did you have fun? I hope you had fun. Like I said, we always like to think that we're kicking off your weekend with you, for you, getting you ready. And that blue moon is going to be here before you know it. And you will have those tools in time for the blue moon.
Don't put your selenite in perfume. Do not put selenite in perfume.
Yeah.
Selenite is water soluble. It won't break down super, super fast, but it will break down and it will mix with your minerals in your perfume. So I would not advise that.
You do have to be a little careful because it is water soluble. Not all stones are, but your selenite, that would be a sad, sad way for that to go.
In my Sarah, in my last perfume, I used juniper, pine, cedar, and I think patchouli in my last one.
I wanted to tell you one more thing. We have one more hand-painted feldspar generator for $39 if anybody wants that, just because those are so rare and we never have those. So if you were thinking about it, I think that might be one of our last hand-painted pieces. All right, so you have been very patient and really fun tonight, so thank you for your amazing energy as always. We have one of the best giveaways saved for last for you. This is a hand-carved, fully functional lapis lazuli bottle made from one piece. Can you imagine the whole process of having to clear out that channel? Fingered your bottle. So if you would like a bottle, this would be really cool for you to get and maybe make a blue moon incense.
Mm-hmm.
You know, and store your incense in here. There we go. And it really locks tight, like not going anywhere. Isn't that cool? So if you feel called to this, just say yes, I would love it, pick me. I'm going to give you guys a minute or two to say yes to this while I get you ready for tomorrow. Tomorrow is a very exciting evening around here at Sage Goddess. We have a brand new class called Gemology. I am certifying you as a gemologist this year through Sage Goddess and the International Practitioners of Holistic Medicine in the UK who certify my classes online. And so you need to go to sagegoddess.com/gemology. You can also just go to sagegoddess.com and click on the picture that looks like this, and it'll take you to the registration page. It is super affordable. There are 2 tracks. So if you just want to become a gemologist, you can do the gemologist track. If you want to become a teacher trainee, I'm finally teaching you how to teach this year. And so the teacher track gets you the whole gemology track plus the teacher training. And it's super affordable. All the details are at sagegoddess.com. We start in June. So tomorrow night from 5 to 6 on ye old YouTubes, I'm going to be doing a free intro class. So if you're new to me, you can come and learn what I'm about. I'm going to be teaching you what I'm going to be teaching in this class to get you excited about it and help you decide which track is for you. So what time is it tomorrow? If you're in California, it's 5 o'clock. If you're in Texas, it's 7 o'clock. If you're in New York, it's 8 o'clock. If you're in the United Kingdom, it is
Something o'clock.
1 a.m. I'm not great with time zones, but I would love for you to be there. And then if you miss it, it's recorded, so you can watch the replay after. Okay. Did that give you enough time to scream and shout and let it all out? It's super big Cleopatra, Egypt magic all day long. Let me see where this is going. I'm excited. And the tools are super cool for the class. We're excited about it. It's just things we haven't done before. Which it's hard to believe there are things we haven't done before.
I
But
know.
there are things we haven't done before. Okay. So many places my energy was called. This piece is going to Q A Mom Q. Q A M O M Q. It's your spirit stone.
Congratulations.
That makes me really happy. Because I bet you don't have your spirit stone in a bottle yet. But we're fixing that problem tonight. So congratulations and thank you for being here. I'm excited to see what you do with it and what kind of magic you fill it with. And then stay tuned. We have, like I said, we're back here every Thursday, so you can set it on your calendar. And we're right here. Make sure you subscribe to the channel before you go. And that way you'll get notifications of what's coming. And then again, would love to have you there tomorrow evening. I will officially kick off your weekend. We're going to have a good time. That hour is going to go by so damn fast. I can't do shit in an hour. So we'll see how that actually goes.
And if you're not a part of our insider group, please come and join us. It's a free group to be a part of. I will be going live in there 2 times next week. I'll be Monday and Tuesday. We'll have back-to-back shows. I can't wait to see you there. We're gonna rock out some more misfits and then see some really great specimens. So excited to see you there.
All right, you guys, we'll see you tomorrow evening. She'll see you rogue next week. I will see you in Texas. I will post TV times for Shop LC when I have them. And in the meantime, thank you for being here. You're going to get an invoice tomorrow. You're going to pay that invoice. And then things are going to start arriving to you in the mail. And it's miraculous. Please pay promptly. We really appreciate it. Amber will be sending those invoices to you tomorrow. So look to your email. If you're new, just make sure you have an account at sagegoddess.com. We need your name and your YouTube handle, right? So if you're Joe Bob Loves Me and your handle is Joe Bob is the man, I need to know these 2 different things, right? So I need to have both of those in my records to be able to send you an invoice. Cheers, you guys. We love having you here. Thanks, Team SG. Appreciate it.